Okay, and we are live here for the NFC Divisional round between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. No, I haven't posted for a couple of days, just, kind of taking a step back and thinking of videos. You really get a lot of videos after the playoffs are done. But yeah, I'm going to put that on live on Insta, and then yeah.
Hey, bud, you get your monster?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll be back, okay?
I
love you.
Love you.
I won't be gone long.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put that on live here. I'm excited, man. I want to Baker. For some reason, I want a Baker Mayfield Super Bowl. I don't know why. I want a Baker Mayfield Super Bowl. But I'll be fine with the Lions win as well. I will be fine if that happens. This game's about to be good, though. I feel like this is going to be a close game. Hold on. Let me check to make sure everything in chat's good. And yep, all right. So, Bucs Lions divisional round. I think the Lions into this game as the favorite, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited for this game. Baby Dylan. Here we go. The Lions have won the toss. They elected to receive. I'm excited, man. In this divisional round matchup between the Bucs and Lions, on the way. Here we go. Touchback, 1st and 10 at their own 25. Media Elementary. Here we go. Sorry for my hair, by the way. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Goff takes the snap, drops back to throw, throws it, and no. It was kind of a pump fake. Threw it high with Montgomery behind the line and complete. 2nd and 10. Decent game for Goff. 22 for 27, 277 yards and a TD. 81% pass completion percentage. Goff takes a snap, will throw it to Montgomery. Montgomery stays on his feet for a gain of about 7. 3rd and 3. Goff drops back to throw. He'll throw it, and it's deflected at the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete, and will be 4th and 3. 3 and out. Wow. Here we go. Jack Fox, the Detroit Lions punter. Had a great game. Here we go, and boom. Didn't call a fair catch. Breaks a tackle. He's going to get to the 20, and he'll get to the 20. Tompkins was the returner. Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 20. Mayfield, play action. He'll throw it short to Rashad Watt, the running back. He gets about 8. 2nd and 2. Mayfield, 22 for 36, 337 yards, 3 TDs. Here we go. 2nd and 2. Mayfield will hand it off to Watt again, and Watt breaks a couple tackles, going to get past the 40, gets pushed to the 44, and they rule the play dead. So 1st and 10 at their own 44. Lions are struggling. Those are some very interesting play calls for the Lions on their first drive. And then right now on defense, they're not doing nothing, like, at all. Rashad Watt just ran all over them out there. Here we go. That was about a 12-yard run by Rashad Watt on 2nd and 3. Mayfield takes the snap. There'll be another handoff to Watt. Watt will get a gain of 1. Getting a little scrappy. It'll be interesting to see how Mayfield's passing attack will be in this game. It will be very interesting to see. Mayfield takes a snap, drops back to throw, under pressure, and he gets drilled. A sack. Melifonwu with the sack. Number 6 for the Lions. Opening up 3rd and long. Mayfield got drilled. Wow. What happened on this play? Oh, they disguised the blitz real well. Well, yeah. By the time Mayfield knew what was going on, it was too late. Okay, and it's 3rd and 17 from their own 37. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They will get the hike off. So Mayfield will throw it off the hands, picked off. C.J. Gardner-Johnson with the pick. Johnson takes it over midfield. He's still going, gets pushed out. It will be 1st and 10 Lions at the Tampa Bay 40. Mayfield's pass got tipped and picked by somebody, I don't know who it was, and picked by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So that was on Mike Evans, right in Mike Evans' hands. Right on his hands. He just didn't catch it. It was right in his hands. He didn't come down with it, and it got picked. That's 1st and 10 now for the Lions at the Tampa Bay 40. At the 41, sorry. Goff will take the snap and we'll hand it off to Jamal, or to give it to Montgomery. Gets about 3, 4. Be second and medium, I'd say. All right, so good run there, gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 as Goff will hand it off to Montgomery again. Montgomery gets about 5, and they'll bring up 3rd and 1, but there is a flag. Oh, it's a holding. Holding on the defense, number 94, the rookie out of Pitt, can't see. It's a 5-yard penalty, so it's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Let's see. Yeah, that was a holding. You rarely see that with a D lineman, though. A D lineman committing a holding. Huh. Wow. A D lineman committing a holding penalty. Huh. Anyway, 1st and 10 now. Lions have it at about the 27.5-yard line of Tampa Bay as Goff drops back to throw. We'll throw it to Laporta. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. So here we go. So here we go, 2nd and 10. Goff takes a snap, drops back to throw. Under a bit of pressure, he'll throw it, caught. Jamison Williams. It's a 10, 11-yard game, but there is another flag on the field. Let's see who they get. Oh, they got the Bucs again. McCollum, number 27 of Tampa Bay, grabbing Amon-Ra St. Brown's face mask. Wow. This Bucs team really struggling with penalties right now. Okay. So they'll add the penalty to the end of the play. So 1st and goal lines at about the 7.5. Bucs in a bit of danger right now. Here we go. 1st and goal. Goff hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs cuts. We'll get to about the 3, and it'll be 2nd and goal. All right, so here we go. It is 2nd and goal. Goff. Play action. Under pressure. Throws it to the end zone, and it should have been picked. Jamel Dean had it right in his hand. Should have been picked. Whew, excuse me. Sorry. Laporta in motion. Goff gonna hand it off to Montgomery. Montgomery stuffed. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Probably lost a yard, and it's 4th and goal. Campbell a little frustrated. So here comes the field goal unit. About a 22-yarder from here. So here we go. Michael Badgley. This is from 23 yards. They put the Lions on the board. It's good. 3-0 Lions. So halfway through the first, 8:25 left. 3 Lions, 0 Tampa Bay. Let me put that in chat. So with 8:25 left in the first, Lions lead 3-0. Interesting play call. I don't know why they ran it there. I guess it's because Goff almost threw that pick on 2nd and goal, but the Bucs defense read it like a book, so the interception will lead to 3. But the Bucs still need to get something going on offense. I mean, that first drive was pretty brutal. It was right in Mike Evans' hands, so I don't think he would have got the first anyway. But it was right in his hands. It got picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who took it to the 40. And it's hard to hold a team to 0 points when they're starting at the opposing team's 40-yard line. So it will be interesting to see whether or not the Lions can maybe get another turnover, because Mike Evans has looked a little off here recently. And it'll be interesting to see how that pick affects Baker. Because, yeah, that wasn't his fault, but it's obviously anytime you're a quarterback and you throw a pick, no matter how it happened, you're not exactly going to be too happy about it. So we'll see. I'm shocked they didn't try to get Armor St. Brown more involved on that drive. I really felt like that they should have probably done that, but I can see why they didn't. So excuse me, guys. Sorry. Oh, by the way, my projected final score for this game is 30-20. Well, I'd say 30-17 Lions. I just think that the Lions are the overall better team. And, yeah. By the way, I am sorry, let me look back at what games were played yesterday. Oh, yeah, Ravens and Texans. I am 2-0 in my divisional round predictions. Said the Ravens would beat the Texans and the Niners would beat the Packers. So if the Lions beat the Bucs here, I will be 3-0, which is the exact opposite of last week when it comes to the NFC. Because last week in the NFC, I went like 1-3 on my predictions. So, but we'll see. But in order for the Bucs to win this game, they're going to need Baker to kind of pop off. I think Baker's going to need to have a really, really good game if he wants to lead the Bucs to a victory here. And for the Lions, it's just simple: get your playmakers involved, get Armor involved, get Jamar Gibbs involved. I mean, it's really simple. I think the Lions can control this game. I think that's very, very possible. But Baker is no joke. Baker has 2 playoff wins on his resume. He's been a really good quarterback this season. He's been a good quarterback for a few seasons. But, he has something to prove. So, we'll see. It will be interesting to see what happens. But, yeah. Oh, wow. Rashad Rock gets a gain of 8 on the run. Yeah, it'll be pretty interesting. Rashad White's off to a pretty good start. He has like 20 rushing yards on 4 carries. So, but 2nd and 2 following the 8-yard run. Baker drops back the throw. Will throw it short to Evans. Evans. It's incomplete. Cam Sutton forced the incompletion, and Evans off to a rough start. Let's see. I mean, it was good defense. Sutton just knocked the ball. So 3rd and short, 3rd and 2 to be exact. They're at their own 33. And they'll need to get to their own 35 to avoid a 3-and-out. Rashad White in motion. Baker hawks the ball, drops back to throw. Will throw it, and it's caught by Evans. Evans down at the 49 of Detroit. It's a gain of about 18, and will bring up a 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. Really good pass. The Bucs clearly trying to get Mike Evans involved early, which is what they need to do. He's their wide receiver 1. He's been that way for like a decade now. So they really do need to get him involved if they want to win this game. I do think Evans is off to a bit of a rough start. I mean, he didn't catch his first 2 targets, and the first one he just kind of messed up, and it led to a pick. But if they can get him involved, it's good. As Baker does a play action, Trey Palmer takes it to the 31-yard line of Detroit. It's a gain of 18. He was wide open, and the Bucs have a 1st and 10. Choking on my drink. Yeah. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 31. Mayfield, play action, under pressure, going to get sacked again. Already the 2nd sack of the quarter. That one, Brian Branch. So basically what happened is Mayfield's been sacked twice. White kind of messed up that play, tripped and fell. And what's crazy about those 2 sacks, both those sacks have been by Lions DBs. So good start for the Lions right here. But now is 2nd and 19. Mayfield going to be under pressure again. He's able to scramble out and slide for a gain of 2. Maybe 1, depends on where they spot him. But either way, it's either going to be a 3rd and 17 or a 3rd and 18. And we'll see what they can do here. They are in field goal range, so that's a good thing. But it would be like a 50-yard field goal. So basically, they are in field goal range, but it would be like a 51, 52-yarder. So we'll see if they try to go for the first. They'll try to make the job easier for their kicker. They'll hand the ball off, so they'll just try to make the job easier for their kicker. Chase Edmonds, the former Cardinal, will get a solid gain out there, bring up 4th and long. Chase McConklin, who's 29 for 31 on field goals, but really he's 29 for 29 because the 2 field goals that he missed were blocked. So here you go. This is from 40. This is from 43 yards. It's the tie of the game at 3 points apiece. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. 3-3. So 4:19 left in the first. Tie ball game. So 3-3, 4:19 left in the first quarter. Let me just put that here. Hold on, let me delete that. That was bad. Yep, so 3-3. That's the score now. There's 4:19 left in the first. I was really impressed with the Bucs that drive. The Bucs really did a good job maintaining the passing attack there. The Lions secondary didn't have a lot of answers for it, but that sack killed them. The sacks have killed them this quarter. That's the second sack they've allowed, both men Lions DBs. The edge blitz is really kind of killing them. And it was the first time the edge blitz worked. It's like the Bucs didn't even see it. They didn't see it coming. They just thought it was a normal, coverage thing. But the second time they saw it, and Rashad White just tripped, and Baker didn't have enough time to react, and he got sacked. So really rough start there for the Bucs. Kind of not really offensive line. It's really been more on probably the running back and tight end, because like I said, both those sacks have been by DBs. The Lions' offensive line has actually done a solid job when it comes to containing the front seven of the Lions. It's just those DBs are kind of killing them. But we'll see. Lions do get the ball. They'll have a chance to go up in this game again. Like I said, what they're going to need to do is they're going to need to get Amon-Ra St. Brown more involved, and probably Sam Laporta as well. Both of them have 0 catches right now after 2 drives. Jamar Gibbs probably needs to get more involved because we haven't really seen a lot of him in this game. And it's only the first quarter, so I understand we'll see more of them as the game goes on, but that's just how it is to kick off the game. And we'll see what they can do here. Both defenses have played pretty well. First drive for the Lions ended in a 3-and-out. First drive for the Bucs ended in a Baker Mayfield interception off just a missed ball by Mike Evans. He should have caught it, or at least should have made it where it would have been incomplete. But then on the second drive, the Bucs defense, despite the Lions starting at the 40 of Tampa Bay, holds them to a 23-yard field goal. And then the Lions defense, after giving up back-to-back 19 and 18-yard plays, hold the Bucs to a 43-yard field goal. So it's been a bit of not really a rough start exactly, but not the ideal start for either of these offenses. Here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 25. 4:19 left in the first. Tie ball game at 3 apiece. It's going to be a play-action pass. Goff going to throw it short to Jamar Gibbs. Gibbs stiff arms a guy. Stiff arms Dean, but it was pushed out of bounds after, again, about give or take 2 or 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and long. So here we go. 2nd and 7. It's going to be a handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs, good block by Penei Sewell. Gibbs will get tripped up after a gain of about 6. Levante David gets the tackle. They'll mark him just short, so it'll be either 3rd and inches or 3rd and 1. We'll see. It was a good run. That honestly could have went for 6 if that trip doesn't happen. So 3rd and inches. Williams in motion. They'll QB sneak it in. It's a gain of about 2 or 3 and will be a 1st and 10. Good play call right there. Simple play call. So here we go, 1st and 10. Just over 2:30 left to play in the first quarter. So, yeah, 1st and 10 at about their own 36.5-yard line. Goff, play action. He'll throw it. It's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, who delivers a nice juke, but will be brought down after a gain of 8. We'll bring up 2nd and 2. Just over 2 minutes left. They're going and hurry up. So here you go. Goff takes the hike. We'll give it off to Jamar Gibbs, who gets stuffed. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but I think he lost about a half a yard. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2, about 3rd and 2, 2.5, somewhere around there. That was Britt, number 52, with the tackle. Yeah, they just missed him. So here we go, 3rd and 2. Goff drops back to throw. We'll throw it. Good defense, but Amaral St. Brown just too good. Makes the contested grab, and he'll be brought down at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. Wow. Good block by Gibbs. That was a great block by Gibbs. They kind of go a bit of hurry up here. 1st and 10. Goff hands it off to Jamar Gibbs. Gibbs gets about 5, maybe 6. 2nd down and medium. They'll say 5, so 2nd and 5. So we'll probably see one last play before the end of the 1st quarter. There's about over 30 seconds left. So depending on what this play is, we'll probably see at least one, but either way, we're guaranteed at least one more play before the end of the 1st. Here you go, Amaral in motion. It's going to be a play-action pass under a bit of pressure. Goff checks it down. Jason Kumbenda, the fullback, who only had 1 catch heading into this game. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. It'll be 3rd and 5 Detroit at the 45 of Tampa Bay. And it's a tie ball game at 3 points apiece. So we've seen some good plays. Both defenses are playing pretty well. Both offenses are starting to find their rhythm. I think this is really going to be a second-half game. I think the second half is really when these two are going to start to step it up. Because the Lions are, a fast-starting team, but they haven't really started the fast this game. I mean, they scored 21 points on their first 3 drives last week, and they have 3 points, and they have 3 points on their 3rd drive this game. So, like I said, both defenses are playing pretty well. Both offenses are starting to slowly but surely find their rhythm. So it will be interesting to see really what offense can kind of explode first, because they both can do it. Both Mayfield and Goff are really good quarterbacks. Both running backs, Rashad Wright and Jamar Gibbs and David Montgomery, so really all 3 are playing pretty well. Mike Evans, despite a bit of a rough start, did have that one 18, 19-yard grab before the end or near the end of the Bucs drive. So that could, get him going. Amaral St. Brown has 2 catches for 15 yards on this drive, so he's starting to heat up a bit. Still haven't seen a lot of Sam Laporta, though. No catches for Sam Laporta. He only got targeted once or twice in that quarter, so it'll be interesting to keep up with him as the game goes on. Josh Reynolds, I don't think, has a catch yet. So, like I said, both offenses are starting to find their rhythm. They just may need another drive or 2. Pretty good first quarter, though. Both teams are very even, is what I'm noticing. Neither team's really got out to a big dominant start. Both of them has just kind of been half and half, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. Both, like I said, both defenses were off to pretty good starts. Lions already got a turnover. Bucs have already forced 1 3 and out. But the offenses did start to get their rhythm going near the end there, so it'll be interesting to see. But like I said, the Lions could be in a bit of trouble, though, because they have a 3rd and 5 at the Bucs 45 when the second quarter starts. And if they don't get that, they are not in field goal range. I don't think the kicker can make it from 57 yards. So, So here we go. They'll say 3rd and 4. It's about 3rd and 4.5. As here we go. It's going to be a pass. Goff drops back to throw under pressure. Throws it, and there's Laporta. There's Sam Laporta. Gets to the 31-yard line. We 1st and 10. What a throw. What a throw. What a catch. Goff 7 for 11, 47 yards as he drops back to throw again. He has plenty of time. He'll throw it short to Laporta, who will be tackled down after a gain of about 2. Maybe a yard and a half. And it'll be about, I'd say, 2nd and 8.5 here. He had all day to throw out there. Yeah, Bucs pass rush hasn't really been there. I mean, 2 plays ago, the kickoff this 2nd quarter that just started, they were able to get some pressure, but the secondary allowed a catch. And then right there, Goff just had all day to throw. So Goff will drop back to throw again. And he'll throw it to Laporta again. Laporta had no catches in the 1st quarter. He has 3 catches in 3 plays in this quarter. Like I said, getting Laporta involved. I mean, Laporta, like I said, 0 catches in the 1st quarter. He already has 3 catches and 3 plays in the 2nd quarter. Good job staying on his feet for a bit after catching it as well. Goff is 7 for 7 for 46 yards on this drive, and it's 1st and 10 lines at the Tampa Bay 14. Goff will throw it again. Goff will throw it, and it's incomplete. Was looking for Amar St. Brown. Would have been a touchdown if caught. 2nd and 10. Bucs secondary is struggling here. They've allowed Goff to complete 7 of his 8 passes for 47 yards on this drive. Obviously, Laporta's played a huge part in that. They haven't been able to stop him to kick off the 2nd quarter. And they're going to need to figure out how to do that. They did good in the 1st quarter. Not doing nearly as good here to kick off the 2nd. So we'll see what they can do here. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Goff hikes it. We'll throw a screen to Gibbs. Gibbs cuts. We'll get to the 8. Oh, they'll say 9. So here we go. Another 3rd and 5 for the Lions. They found Sam Laporta for a 1st down last time. Well, on 3rd and 4th downs, the Eagles went 0 for 11 against the Bucs. The Lions are already 3 for 5 in this game, so obviously the Lions really proving themselves here. Here you go. Jared Goff hikes the football, drops back to throw. He'll throw it to the end zone. Wide open. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Detroit. They'll take a touchdown lead here. 14 plays, 75 yards, 6-minute, 46-second drive. No one was even near Reynolds. I mean, Josh Reynolds was wide open. How did he get so open? Can I get a better... I think they were focusing too much on Amar St. Brown and Laporta, so they kind of forgot about Reynolds. So Reynolds was able to just get open in the back of the end zone and score the TD. So Bagley for the extra point to make it a 10-3 ball game. It's good. Yeah, so first TD of the game is Goff to Reynolds. And wow. I mean, Reynolds just was wide open. I'm confused on how he got so wide open out there. So 10-3 Lions lead, 12:33 left in the 1st half. Wow. How did Josh Reynolds get so wide open? Like I said, I think they were so focused on stopping Amar St. Brown. Oh, sorry, babe. But anyway, yeah, I think they were so focused on stopping Amar St. Brown and Sam Laporta on that play that they completely forgot about Josh Reynolds. And they need to be careful, too, because Williams is a really good deep ball threat, too. But they weren't really too worried about him. I just think they completely forgot about Reynolds. So Reynolds was able to get wide open and score a TD. And Josh Reynolds has been really good for the Lions this year. Probably one of the more underrated, not just wide receivers, but just players in general this season. I mean, he enters this game with he had 40 catches for 608 yards and 5 TDs, and he had 5 catches for 80 yards against the Rams last week. And his first catch in this one's a 9-yard TD. So it'll be interesting to see. This is probably one of the better years, if not the best year, of Josh Reynolds' career. He's 28 years old. He's been in the league since the 2017 draft. So I think he found a home here in Detroit. Like I said, though, man, I mean, the Lions did a good job getting Laporta more involved. I said they would need to do that on this drive. They did. I mean, like I said, Laporta had 0 catches in the first quarter and only got targeted once or twice. They realized their mistake, and he gave them 3 catches on 3 plays to kick off the second quarter, and the Bucs had no answer. So now we'll see how the Bucs offense will respond. Let me go this way. Yeah. It will be interesting to see how the Bucs offense will respond, because the Bucs offense was in complete control last week. They won 32-9. So, like I said, will be interesting to see, because they didn't have to play from behind really at all against Philly. They were up pretty much the whole time. They controlled the game pretty much the whole time. And now they're down by 7. They've already allowed one more point in this half alone than they gave up to the Eagles all of last week. So, we'll see. This Lions offensive line has been really good, because besides for like 1 or 2 plays where even then Goff was able to pass it for a completion, the Bucs have really gotten no pressure. Their running game hasn't been too great, but if that passing game can continue to be as good as it's been, then I think the Lions should be fine. So here we go. 12:33 left in the first half. 10 Detroit Lions, 3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's the score. So here we go. Down by 7. 1st and 10 at their own 25. Palmer in motion. Baker takes the snap, drops back to throw. He'll throw it short. He found Chase Edmonds, the former Arizona Cardinal, for a gain of about 4 or 5. And I'll bring up 2nd and medium. So here we go. Just over 12 minutes left to play here in the first half. It's now 2nd and 6 at their own 29. And Mayfield takes the snap. Will hand it off to Edmonds. Edmonds will get to the 30 and will be stopped there. So it's a gain of 1, and we'll bring up 3rd and 5. They're going to need to get to at least 35 to keep this drive alive here. The Bucs' running game hasn't been great either. It started off pretty well, but since that start, it really hasn't been able to do much. They can try to find Evans on this play. Evans or Godwin. The Lions are 4 for 6 on 3rd down conversions. The Bucs are 1 for 3 entering this 3rd down. As Mayfield takes the snap, drops back to throw. Will throw it short. Edmonds, I think, tackled just short. There is a flag. So it'd be 4th and inches, but there is a flag. Oh. They're going to get the Bucs for another penalty. This one's going to be offensive pass interference on number 88, Orton, the Bucs tight end. Okay. So it's going to be 3rd and 15. The Lions yet to commit a penalty. The Bucs have 3 penalties for 23 yards. The first one on offense. So here we go. Instead of 4th and inches, it's going to be 3rd and 15 from their own 20. They'll definitely have to pass it here as Mayfield takes the snap, drops back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to throw it short to Edmonds. Edmonds spins and will be tackled about a yard short. So it's a gain of 14 off the check down and will bring up 4th and 1 at about their own 34. So our Bulls thinking here. Here we go. 4th and 1 for the Bucs at their own 34. They're going to punt it. So they're going to punt it here as we go under 10 minutes in the first half. And here we go. We'll see how good this punt will be. It was a good snap, good hold. So, great punt. Oh, but it's going to be a touchback. Oh, he tried to save it. Camardo, the punter for the Bucs there, just not a great punt. It was a touchback. So with 9:41 left in the first half, score is still 10 Lions, 3 Bucs. As the Bucs offense stalls out right there, that holding penalty led to a 3rd and 15. And Edmonds did his best. They really went to chase Edmonds a lot on that drive. Okay, well, this Lions defense really playing well here. I mean, they just forced a 3-and-out right there. They're forcing some mistakes by the Bucs offense. Mayfield's been under pressure for at least half the plays and he's even got sacked twice already. I mean, this Lions defense is really doing a great job in this game. They could do a little better stopping the running backs, but besides for that, they've been great in this game. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see because what I'm noticing right now is the Bucs are eliminating any chance of Baker actually having time to throw the football. Baker's been under pressure for a lot of plays. They're forcing him to settle for checkdowns, and really they're making the Bucs depend on Chase Edmonds to beat them, which is not going to happen. No offense to Chase Edmonds, he's a solid running back, but he's not going to win the game for him. He did pretty good on that drive, got him in back-to-back 4th and 1s. Or 4th and inches and 4th and 1, but, didn't work out in the end. That's crazy. Golf has been in the NFL since like 2016. Excuse me. Yeah, both Baker and Goff are number 1 overall picks. Baker went to the Browns first overall in 2018. Goff went to the Rams first overall in 2016. And neither on their teams that draft them anymore. As Amara goes in motion, it's a play action. Goff under pressure, going to take off and run and slide down after a gain of about 8. Oh, they'll say 7. So it's going to be about 2nd and 3. We'll see. Play action. They didn't really get pressure on him. Goff just saw an open lane and took off. So good gain out there. So here you go, 2nd and 3. I'm on motion again. It's going to be another pass. And Goff going to look for Sam Laporta, who trucks. It will be forced out of bounds after a gain of about 3 or 4, and they'll bring up 1st and 10. Yeah, this is Jared Goff's been in the league for 8 years. That's wild. He's still pretty young, too. He's only 29. He's not even 30 yet. He won't be 30 till October 14th of October 14th. So he's only like 29 and a half. He's still pretty young. Goff hands it off. Montgomery. Like I said, though, the Lions' running game hasn't been great. Maybe got half a yard if Montgomery was lucky right there. 2nd down. Well, yeah, like I said, about half a yard. So 2nd and 9, 2nd and 9.5. Laporta go. And it's a pass. Goff throws it to Laporta again. Laporta brought down. Sam Laporta, like I said, 0 catches in the 1st quarter. He's up to 5 now in the 2nd. That one going for 12. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, wow. I mean, like I said, they're just getting Sam Laporta way more involved. Laporta was not involved that much in the 1st quarter. Now he's up to 5 catches for 46 yards, all in this quarter. As Goff drops back to throw again. They'll throw it deep. It's a one-on-one. Jameson Williams. It's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. So Sam Laporta. So Sam Laporta's playing with a bone bruise on his knee. Here goes, 2nd and 10 following the long incompletion. Exactly 7 minutes left to play here in the 1st half. Goff will take the snap, drop back to throw. Goff will throw it, and it's incomplete. Great defense by Dean. Jamel Dean, who almost had that pick earlier, just came up just short. And nice pass deflection there. And imagine if Dean got that pick. This would be a 7-3 ball game. Just couldn't quite bring it in. So 10-3. There's like 6:56 left to play in the 1st half. And Dean tied his career high for tackles with 10 as Goff drops back to throw. Goff throws it. Oh, wow. A rare St. Brown drop. It was right in his hands. Just a bad drop there. And here comes the Lions punting unit. Yeah, we see Amon St. Brown picture perfect pass right in his hands. You got to come down with that. Laporta gets about 9 or 10 yards, and that's probably a 1st. But now with a 4th and 10 from their own 44, they're going to punt it. Jack Fox, whose one punt was okay, and his punting performance last week was really good. And Tompkins fair catches it. It will be 1st and 10 Bucs at their own 13. So 6:44 left. Score still 10-3. It's very interesting how this game's been played so far. Because it's like neither offense has exactly played bad. But it ain't like neither of them has played good either. And that's the same really for the defenses. For the Lions defense, yeah, they've held the Bucs to 3 points, but they've also given up his big thing. They've also given up a couple big plays they probably shouldn't have allowed. And for the Bucs, defense, obviously they've given up the touchdown. They dropped the pick that led to 3. And Sam Laporta is having a great quarter on him right now. But yeah, you guys want to see Baby Dylan? It's Baby Dylan. He's tired. He's always tired though. Yeah. And like I said, this has been a pretty weird game. Like, I don't know what to take of it so far because it's like neither team's flat out. Like, the Lions have played better so far, but it ain't like they've played much better. Like, they have like one good drive or two good drives, but one drive where they were able to finish everything out. So, this game's still well in reach. It's only a 7-point, 10-3 ball game, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. What the Bucs need to do is they need to get more pressure on Goff. They've still not been able to do that much in this first half. And what the Lions need to do is they just need to kind of stop the Bucs running backs because, like I said, they have not been great stopping Chase Edmonds and Rashad White in this game. But we'll see. What's okay, Dylan? Give me a sec. Oh, my dog got a room. There you go, baby. Love you. Yeah, I mean, the Lions, since the Super Bowl era started, they have never made a Super Bowl, and they have one conference championship appearance in a game they lost in 1991. So the season they're having for them is unprecedented, honestly. But here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 13. Mayfield. Doing some audibles here. Mayfield takes the snap. Play action pass. Mayfield throws it relatively deep. Evans was wide open. We'll catch it at the 35. It's a 22-yard gain. Pretty sure that's the longest gain of the game for the Bucs. They've had one 18-yard, one 19-yard, but have yet to have a 20-yard play before that. Sutton just got beat right there. Can't get beat like that. That was a good catch too. So 1st and 10 at about the 35. Evans, 2 catches, 41 yards on the game now as Mayfield takes snap. We'll throw it short to Godwin. Godwin will get his first catch of the game. Maybe got like half a yard there. And I'll bring up 2nd down. Under 6 minutes left to play here. Yeah, Chris Godwin hasn't got involved much either. That's his first, I think, target of the game, let alone his first catch, and he gets really nothing on that. So it's going to be about 2nd and 9.5, 2nd and 10. The Lions have ran 14 more plays than the Bucs with 31 compared to the Bucs 17, but only have 21 more total yards. Lions have 130, Bucs have 109. Rashad White will fight up with forward progress. They'll give him 3. And we'll bring up about 2nd and 7. Here we go. 3rd down. We'll see how many yards they give him. I think he got 3 or 4. I don't think he got much more than that, though. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Under 5 minutes left to play here. Down by 7. This offense looking to avoid punting the ball here. Evans will go in a bit of a motion as Mayfield hikes the ball, drops back to throw. He'll throw it short to White. White is able to avoid a tackle, and he gets drilled down at about the 49. Takes a hard hit, but we'll get the 1st down. And Aiden Hutchinson was able to get good pressure on Mayfield. Mayfield just did a great job getting the ball out quickly and getting the 1st down. Mayfield's been pretty good. 8 for 10, 100 yards. He doesn't have a TD yet, and he does have a pick, but that pick that he threw was off a bad Mike Evans drop. So, or not really drop, but just missed catch. So, short pass to Arden. Arden gets about 14, 15 yards. 1st and 10, and this Bucs offense starting to slowly but surely get going. I'll give him 15 on the play. Yeah. The winner of this game will head to San Fran to take on the San Francisco 49ers, who beat the Green Bay Packers by 3, 24-21 last night in the NFC title game. Here we go, under 3:30 left here in the second quarter. It's 1st and 10, Bucs at the Lions, 37 to down by 7. As Mayfield will do a play-action pass. Under pressure again. Able to break off a sack and is able to throw it away and complete. It will be 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 3:13 left in the first half. I don't understand why people are blaming the refs for this game. I've genuinely not seen, there's not even been that many penalties. There's been 3 penalties on the Bucs. So it's like, yeah, maybe they missed a call or 2 here and there, but, nothing that I've really seen. And they hiked the ball. I thought there was a false start there, but there's going to be no flag. So they're able to hike it and get about 4 off the line. 3rd and 6. Well, they'll say 5, so 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5. Mayfield hawks it, drops back to throw. Will throw it incomplete. Great defense there. He was looking for Chris Godwin. And that'll bring up 4th and 5, and the Bucs will probably have to settle for 3 here. If this field goal is made, it'll be a 4-point 10-6 ball game. Mayfield once again under a bit of pressure. Decent pass, but not great. Right through the hands of Godwin. It was good defense. This one's from 50. Chris McLaughlin, and I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry. But here we go. The field goal is up from 50, and it's no good. Doinks off the crossbar. So the 50-yard field goal, no good. Technically, McLaughlin was 30 for 20 or 30 for 32 before that. But that's really the first missed field goal he's had all season, because before that, the 2 field goals that he missed, he didn't really miss. They were just blocked. So that's the first field goal Chris McLaughlin has kicked that wasn't blocked and that he just flat out missed. So big break for Detroit right there. It will remain a 7-point 10-3 ball game, and the Lions get decent field position. So we'll see. Now the Bucs do receive the second half kickoff, so they will have and they do still have a chance to get at least one more possession before the half ends. But the Lions have a chance to take a 10 to 14 point lead here before the end of the half if they play their cards right. There's basically 4 timeouts. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts, and they still have the 2-minute warning. So, yeah. Bucs offense is off to a rough start, man. They have not, they've actually not done great here. Oh my God. My dog's barking. It's stupid. shut up. Anyway, so yeah, rough for the Bucs. Lions playing well, and Bucs just struggling. Oh my God, it's our neighbor, Bo. What are our neighbors doing? What are they doing? Sorry about that, y'all. Like, I think it's people outside with, like, the trash can or something. Idiots. Anyway. So, like I said, a huge opportunity for the Lions here. Because if they play their cards right, then they should have a 2-possession lead heading into the half. So, right now, it's looking like this. And for the AFC Championship, the winner of Bucs versus Chiefs will head to Baltimore. And for this game, the winner of this will head to San Fran to take on the 49ers in the NFC title. But back to this, 1st and 10 from their own 40. Like I said, they have good field position. They'll kick it off with a handoff to Montgomery. Running game continues to kind of be stagnant for the Lions, though. So, left guard Jonah Jackson ruled as questionable for the Lions. So, we're going to get another commercial break for the 2-minute warning. So, yeah. Well, like I said, the one thing that I will say about this Lions team in this game, they have not been able to run the ball that well. Neither really have the Bucs, but the Lions, for having David Montgomery and Jamal Gibbs, 2 really good running backs, they're not really getting a bunch of yards. And they've really depended heavily on Jared Goff in this game, which he has, for the most part, delivered. I mean, they're up 10-3. But a big part of this has been the defense. I mean, the defense has gotten pressure on Baker Mayfield on multiple occasions in this game. Mayfield's been okay, but it's kind of hard for him to do anything when he's been under pressure a lot. The running game had, like I said, a good start at the very beginning of the first quarter, but has really been stagnant ever since. And for the Lions, their running game's really been stagnant from the beginning to the point we are at right now. And for the Bucs defense, I think they're starting to let up. Because, the thing with this Lions team is even if they start off a little slow, you can't hold them down for long. They're going to find a way to get going eventually. That's why the Bucs offense needs to start getting going here, because they get the ball to kick off the second half, but they'll be in serious trouble if they're down by 10 to 14 points heading into the half. Because the Lions ain't a team who usually gives up those kinds of leads. So, we'll see, though. We will see. Yeah, so, like I said, man, it's just the Lions playing like the better team right now. Bucs struggling. And, yeah. Also, should I do a thing for the Royal Rumble? It's next Saturday. I think it's going to be on Peacock, which is what I'm watching this game on right now. Should I? Yep. Maybe. We'll see. This will be a fun little thing to do. I will say the next videos I'm going to be making is talking about the Ravens. I'm probably going to do a game preview of both conference title games. And then I'll probably talk about the Packers a bit. Probably I'll talk about the loser of this game, whoever that may be. But here we go. 2nd and 6. They're about their own 44. I'm on motion. Goff gonna drop back and throw. He'll find Amara. And St. Brown stays on his feet. They'll mark him down after a gain of 7. So they'll say 1st and 10. 1:54 left in the first half. I think he got out of bounds, so the clock will stop. Let's see. He was not down. He was able to. They'll take a look at it. Let's see. Yeah, oh, his elbow went down. So instead of a gain of about 7, it'll be a gain of about 5. And we'll bring up 3rd and 1. Yeah, so there'll be a 10-second runoff. These refs. Jesus. Come on, referees. This is your job. Shouldn't be taking you this long. So nobody will use the timeout, so there will be a 10-second runoff. So instead of there being 1:56 left, there'll be 1:46 left. Clock will start to get on their whistle, so here we go. 3rd and 1. This is a big play here. Goff takes the hike, drops back to throw under pressure, sacked. Kalijah Cansey and Frank Ragnow down. Oh, no. Ragdow. Let's see what happened. He just beat his lineman, man. I mean, he got in there. That was a great sack. Great sack. So they'll take an injury timeout. Lions now have 2. Dang. That was one heck of a sack by Cansey. I mean, he was able to just get right in there, beat his man, get the sack. And like I said, that's something the Bucs haven't done much this first half. Goff has had plenty of time to throw the football, so the fact that Cansey was able to get in there and get the sack's a little shocking, but maybe that provides some momentum for the Bucs. They'll get one, and the Bucs get the ball to start off the second half. So if they can go down the field, score a TD, it'll be a 10-10 tie ball game, assuming they make the extra point, and they'll get the ball with a chance to take the lead. So that's a huge play. I mean, this has been a okay game. Like I said, both teams have played very even. The Lions have just been the better team up to this point, but overall, it's been a pretty even game. That was a huge sack. That brings up, I think, would it be like 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7? Because, I mean, Goff was able to get like a yard or two, not gain a yard or two, but I mean, like, he was able to go up the field 1 or 2 yards in order to avoid like a 7-8 yard sack. But still, a great play, great sack. What a play. And that could be trouble though with Frank Ragnow going down because because like I said, one of their offensive linemen, Jonah Jackson, is already hurt right now. And he's questionable to return. Now with Frank Ragnow down, that means the Lions would have to turn to 2 backup linemen in order to get the job done. Looks like Ragnow's okay though. Frank Ragnow center. Hopefully he's okay. Oh. So 4th and 5, they said it was a 4-yard sack. So the Lions are forced to use an injury timeout with 1:35 left. Go Jack Fox. Good snap. Good hold. Good punt. Calls the fair catch at about the 7. So 1 minute 28 seconds left to go. They're down by 7. They'll have a 1st and 10 and they have all 3 timeouts. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. Do you try to kind of slowly go up the field? And not by slowly, I mean, do you just take a few check downs, then maybe start to kind of go deep near the end of the drive? Or do you just, from beginning to end, play aggressive? Because I don't know if you can play too aggressive because the Lions still have 2 timeouts, right? And they're up by 7. And with the way Dan Campbell plays, you probably don't want to give that Lions offense the ball again. So it'll be interesting to see how they play this drive out. But here we go. They got a 1st and 10. They'll say he was at the 8. So 1st and 10 from their own 8. Mayfield takes the snap and will hand it off. Rashad White trucks his way to a gain of about 11, 12 yards. So it looks like they're taking the kind of conservative route. Start off with a couple runs. White, 5 Ks, 39 rushing yards. I think they need to give him the ball more. Here we go. Drops back to throw. Mayfield throws it. Caught. No. Off the hands of Mike Evans and complete. 2nd and 10. So clock stops at 1:05. And like I said, it will be interesting to see how the Bucs play this drive because the Lions still have 2 timeouts. The Lions could very well have 30, 40 seconds left on the clock with no timeouts to go down the field as Mayfield will. What a catch. What a grab. One hand. But it's going to be 3rd and 1. Handoff. No, Mayfield keeps it. Mayfield off to the races. Mayfield going to go down at about the 41, 42-yard line. And with 35 seconds left, Bucs use their 1st timeout. What a run by Mayfield. Good one. It's like a 13-yard run. So Bucs use their 1st timeout, so they'll have a 1st and 1 at about 1st and 10 at about their own 42 with 35 seconds and 2 timeouts left. It's a 10-3 ball game. They'll say game 14. That was good, too, because at first it looked like he handed it off. Then he did a nice pump fake, and then he took off. And just a great play by Mayfield. No really other way to put it. So 1st and 10. They're at about their own 42. 35 seconds, 2 timeouts. Down by 7. They'll no doubt have to pass it the rest of the time here. So Mayfield drops back. He'll throw it. Evans caught it. Evans still on his feet. Evans, at the very least, gets in field goal range and gets out of bounds to stop the clock at 27 seconds. Mike Evans just kind of overpowered Sutton. And 1st and 10 from the 31. Mayfield drops back to throw. Mayfield going to throw it up to Evans. And he caught it. They'll call a timeout, and the Bucs have a 1st and goal at the 1. What a throw. What a catch. Evans has 4 catches for about 97, 98 yards. He's had himself a good 2nd quarter after a slow start that saw Mike Evans kind of caused an interception by having the ball go right through his hands. Well, not really right through his hands, but he caught it and the ball, or he tried to catch it and the ball got deflected. And then the second one was just a flat out incompletion. So after a pretty rough start, Mike Evans really carrying the Bucs now. Great throw by Mayfield. They're moving back a yard to the 2. Bucs 18 seconds, first and goal at the 2, down by 7. They'll add another second to the clock, so 19 seconds. So here you go, 19 seconds, 1 timeout. First and goal from the Lions' 2-yard line. This is a 6-play, 90-yard, 1 minute, 9-second drive so far. What a pass. That was a great pass and a great catch. Evans near 100 receiving yards. He has like 97, 98 now. Here we go. There's a lot of ways they could go here. They could try to hand it off to Watt. Maybe give Edmonds the ball. They could maybe try to find Godwin or Evans. We'll see what they do here. A lot of options. They'll decide to pass it. He'll look for Orton, who's open. Touchdown. Kate Orton gets the touchdown, but there is a flag on the field. It's going to be a touchdown because I just saw Lions players' reactions. So it's going to be a touchdown because Kate Orton did. Because Kate Orton did. There was nothing. Oh, well, Chris Godwin did kind of do offensive pass interference, but you're allowed to do that within 5 yards. So, touchdown, Bucs. They're an extra point away from tying the ball game. This is to make the score 10-10. Field goal, extra point up, extra point good. So, let me update that, 10-10. I'm going to wait till halftime to do the score. 15 seconds left. Lions have 2 timeouts. They're about to get the kickoff. It's a 10-10 ball game now. Orton was just wide open. The Lions secondary really was a big letdown right there. Mayfield just kind of dawed them up the whole drive. Mike Evans did a great job. Kate Orton got wide open. I mean, great job. No other way to put it. Just a great play. I mean, man, there ain't really much else to say right there. I mean, it was just simple. That secondary got destroyed. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers played great. And here we go. 10-10 ball game. 15 seconds left. Bucs have 1 timeout. Lions have 2. So it will be Bucs ball to kick off the second half, by the way. So we'll see. Center Frank Ragnow is back. Let's see what they do. They may just kneel it or run the ball here and bring us to the half. That looks like that's what they'll do. Yeah. So they'll just kneel it. So it's going to be 10-10. So, yeah, 10-10. It's a tie ball game at the half. Yeah, wow. Great play right there, man. Not really much else to say. I mean, that was just a great job. Yeah, so let's look at the halftime stats for the game. Pretty good half of football for both teams. Like I said, dead even. 10 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 10 Detroit Lions. That's the score after 2. It'll be interesting to see, man. I mean, both Mayfield and Goff has had pretty accurate games. Both teams' running game has not exactly been great. With really both teams have depended heavily on the pass. But we'll see here, Lions versus Bucs, and we'll look at the stats. For the Bucs, Baker Mayfield had a pretty accurate half, 13 for 18, 181 yards at TD, and he did throw a pick, but that pick was more on Mike Evans than him. Mike Evans should have caught it. He just deflected it and got picked. Rashad White, I think they need to give him more touches. He has 5 carries. He only has 5 carries, but despite that, he has 39 rushing yards, averaging 7.8 yards per carry. Chase Edmonds, 3 carries for 15 rushing yards. Baker Mayfield's ran the ball twice for 15 yards, but he has like one yard scramble and a 14-yard run. So the leaders, I mean, for Mike Evans, like I said, he had a very rough start to the game. His first 2 targets, his first target in an interception, and his second target, I think, was an incompletion on 3rd down. So after a pretty rough start, he's recovered greatly. He doesn't have a touchdown yet, but he does have 4 catches for 97 yards. Trey Palmer, 2 catches for 32. Chase Edmonds, 2 catches for 18. Rashad White, also 2 catches for 18. Cade Otton, 2 catches for 16 yards and a touchdown. And one player who's really not done much in this game is Chris Godwin. Hi, guys. Oh, hi, guys. You guys already rated me. I just want to point that out. There is a guy, though. I want to say something. There is a guy that you haven't rated. It's Cerebral Palsy Gamer. Go rate him. He's a good guy. Yeah, you guys already rated me. Sorry. But hi. Hope you guys are having a great day. But yeah. There's another guy. There's that guy. Oh, you rated him plenty. Oh, good to know. But yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for coming. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope Tom's having a great day. Sorry about the Packers. I don't know why Jordan Love threw that cross-body pass. That was one of the worst decisions I've ever seen. But yeah, it is what it is. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. But yeah, like I was saying, Chris Godwin's not been going like at all, like all game. Yeah, who dey? But anyway, yeah, Chris Godwin hasn't been going all game. He has like, I think chat. But like I said, Chris Godwin has 1 catch for no yards. So he really needs to get going. Like I said, I hope you guys have a great day. Hope Tom's having a great day. And yeah, love you guys. But anyway, Chris Godwin, 1 catch for no yards. He really needs to get going. If he doesn't get going, I feel like this game's going to not be great. I think chat broke. Let me check. Oh, chat didn't break. Nice. Last time this happened, chat broke. So, yeah, but anyway, yeah, But yeah, like I said, Chris Godwin needs to get going. 1 catch, no yards. Has to step it up. On defense, one player I've been pretty shocked by, Kalijah Kancey. He has a sack in this game. He's probably been the best rusher for the Bucs in this game. So, bye. Yeah, have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe. Love you guys. But, yeah, like I was saying, Kalijah Kancey has a sack in this game. The only sack for the Bucs. He's done a decent job in this game, besides for 1 penalty. He's been pretty good. Jamel Dean's been pretty good in this game. He's really he's been decent in coverage. He had almost had a pick right off his hands. You gotta come down with that, but he's done good. He has a couple pass deflections, so he's having himself a solid day. Kicking wise, you hate that you missed that field goal if you're the Bucs, because if that 50-yard is made, this is a 13-10 ball game. So obviously you hate to see that if you're the Bucs, but still, it is what it is. You get the ball to kick off the half. So, yeah, it will be interesting to see. And for the Lions, Jared Goff had a very similar day. 14 for 22, 99 yards, a touchdown. He hasn't thrown a pick. But like I said, that Lions running game, not been there. All game, not been there. Jamal Gibbs, 4 carries, 17 yards. David Montgomery, 5 carries, 13 yards. Goff, 3 runs, 9 yards. They got to get that running game going. That running game's a big part of what makes the Lions so good. And if they don't get that going, they could be in trouble in the second half. Receiving-wise, Sam Laporta had a great second quarter. First quarter, I talked about at the end of the first how he needed to step up. Or not really step up, but the Lions need to get him more involved. He had 0 catches for like 1 or 2 targets in the first quarter. Really couldn't get anything going. Then he comes out and gets 5 catches for 46 yards in the second quarter. That's huge. If they can keep getting Laporta involved, I feel good about this passing game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's another guy they really need to get going. He only has 3 catches for 18 yards. It looked like he was going to get going, I think, on the Lions' second drive of the second quarter, but he never really did. So he needs to get going. Williams, 1 catch for 11 yards. It'll be interesting to see if they try to go to him more with the deep ball. Reynolds only has a catch, but it was for a 9-yard TD. Gibbs, 2 catches for 8 yards. Montgomery, 1 catch for 7 yards. And then the fullback, Jason Kabinda, 1 catch, 0 yards. For the defense, the Lions' defense, Brian Branch, 5 tackles and a sack. Afatu Melifonwu, my bad if I mispronounced that name. He has a sack. They've both been really good. Aiden Hutchinson, I mean, he's gotten a couple pressures in this game. Aiden Hutchinson hasn't been completely shut down, but I have been really impressed by the Bucs offensive line. They talked about on the broadcast at the beginning of the game, he can wreck the game. He can change the game at any time. And the fact that Hutchinson hasn't really been too involved in this game, he's yet to get a sack. He's only sporadically gotten a bit of pressure on Mayfield. If they can keep doing that, this should be that. Then the Bucs will be in good shape. The offensive line did improve a lot when it comes to giving Mayfield time, because Mayfield, especially at the beginning of the game, really didn't have a lot of time to throw the football. And since they've given him more time, they've rallied. They've scored a touchdown. Yeah, they missed a field goal, but the fact they were able to get in field goal range is still impressive. And if they can keep Hutchinson kind of down, slowed down, because I don't think you're going to stop Hutchinson completely, but if you can just slow him down like they have been doing, they'll be in great shape. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he's playing pretty well. He has a pick. Cameron Sutton, he had a rough end to that quarter, man. I mean, Mike Evans kind of exposed Sutton a bit. Sutton has had some trouble containing Mike Evans since the second quarter. He had a good start to it. He had like a pass deflection on him, but Mike Evans is really beating him on a lot of deep balls. And the Lions may want to look up switching Sutton off, because Sutton has not been great covering Evans in this game. I mean, Evans has almost 100 receiving yards, and we just reached the half. So we'll see if they decide to make a change there. And then those are really the big guys there. Kicking-wise, Michael Badgley has made a field goal and an extra point. Jack Fox is averaging 46 yards a punt. And now we look over at the team stats. Overall, for the team stats, the Bucs have controlled the game pretty well when it comes to yards. They have 99 more total yards with 233 to 134. Now, a lot of that was because of that last TD drive, so it'll be interesting to see if they can keep doing that. Passing wise, 164 yards to 95. Rushing yards, like I said, the Lions have really struggled to run the ball. The Bucs haven't been great either, but it's mainly because the Bucs have been focusing way more on the passing game, and so have the Lions. But 69 rushing yards, 39 rushing yards. The Lions got to get that running game going. I'm saying that multiple times. If they don't, then they could be in trouble. Yards per play, this is the big one. 7.8 yards per play for the Bucs. 3.8 for the Lions. The Lions need to get more stuff going there. Like I said, a big part of that's getting Gibbs going. Get Gibbs going, and good things will happen. They really need to get him going. It's kind of like the beginning of the season where they weren't really giving Gibbs a lot of opportunities, but this Bucs defense is also just pretty good in this game, or played really well. Third downs is pretty similar. Lions are 4 for 8. Bucs are 3 for 7. First downs, Bucs have 11. Lions have 10. Neither team has went for it on fourth down. The Lions have 5 more plays. Sacks, Lions have 2. Bucs have 1. Lions have 3 punts. Bucs have 1. Penalties, we've not seen many penalties in this game. Only 3 penalties in this game, all on the Bucs for 23 yards. Lions yet to have a penalty, so Lions are doing a good job there. There's only been 1 turnover. That was a Baker Mayfield pick. And time of possession, 15:37 for the Bucs, 14:23 for the Lions. So we'll see if the Bucs tries to get more of an advantage when it comes to time of possession. And sorry, I'm doing like checks on chat and all that. It's just last time something like that happened, chat completely broke and YouTube's stupid, so we'll just randomly shut down the chat for no reason. It's stupid. But yeah, like I said, but so far I've been really impressed with both teams, but especially the Bucs. I mean, I feel like the Bucs have complete momentum in this game. Complete momentum. Mayfield's starting to get more time in the pocket, so he's making stuff happen there. Mike Evans is really popping off, so that could cause some problems for the Lions. And I mean, I think a big thing, like I said, that running game for the Lions, man. This may be one of the worst games for the Lions when it comes to running the football. Only 39 rushing yards. Gibbs hasn't really been able to get going. Neither has Montgomery. Goff obviously ain't going to take off a lot. So we'll see if they can get that going more. The keys to win, but we'll go through the keys to win now. For the Bucs, just on offense, keep giving Mayfield time. If you give Mayfield time, he's going to make things happen. He has already made things happen. Ragnow is back in the game. I want to point that out. He did come out for that play where they kneeled the football. So it looks like Ragnow will be okay. I still don't know about Jackson. He's still questionable. So, but like I said, that running game for the Lions to win, they're going to need to get that running game going. You just can't have the kind of game that you're having running the football and expect to win unless your passing game's absolutely popping off. Get Amara involved. Like I said, Amara only has 3 catches for 18 yards. So get him going. On defense, get more pressure. When you were getting pressure on the quarterback, when you were getting pressure on Baker, they were not able to do much. Near the end there, the Lions really started struggling to get any pressure, and that led to really that touchdown drive. And, stopping Mike Evans is going to be big. Mike Evans has 7 targets, 4 catches, 97 yards, 56 yards on that final drive. You got to stop him. And for the Bucs, it's kind of exact opposite. Get Mike Evans heavily involved. Get Chris Godwin more involved. Hope you guys are having a great day. Give Baker time. If you give Baker time, we've seen what's happened. He's played really well, or when he's had time. And I would say probably give the ball to Rashad White more too. Rashad White has 39 yards on 5 carries. A bit with the Bucs, the reason why their running game ain't exactly doing great is because they really haven't given many opportunities, and the Lions haven't either. But for the Lions, I think it's more just when they have given Montgomery and Gibbs opportunities, they really have struggled. So it'll be interesting to see. Third quarter is about to start. Both teams very even, very, very even. I think what this is going to come down to, I said at the beginning of the game, I think the second half is really going to be the big half where both teams really kick it up a notch. And I firmly believe that. But here we go, start the third. And we'll see how this kickoff goes. It will be a touchback. Here we go. Yeah, like I said, Sutton has really struggled. Like I said, what's weird about Sutton is he had a good start, but on 5 targets in Mike Evans versus Cam Sutton, Sutton's gave up 3 catches, 79 yards. You can't do that. You got to play better, and I wouldn't be shocked if they switched Sutton off this half, but we will see. 1st and 10 from their own 25. No running back in the backfield. Go Mayfield. Takes the snap. Drops back to throw. He's going to throw it. It's caught by Chris Godwin. There he is. Getting Chris Godwin involved. It's a gain of 12. Going to bring up 1st and 10. Godwin, like I said, had 1 catch for 0 yards in that first half. Can't do that. Got to get him more involved, and they did right there. So here we go. Nothing too, though, for the Bucs, as they are getting quick completions now. So they really developed well here. Godwin. So here we go. I think that's White in the backfield. 1st and 10. Mayfield takes the snap. Hands it off to White. White gets about 4 or 5 yards. At least 2nd and 5. 2nd and 6. Something like that. Yeah, so Detroit too, man. I mean, that secondary's got to step up. That last drive, it really costed the Lions a lot of momentum. And it's a tie ball game. Bucs have an opportunity to take the lead here. Here we go. 2nd and 5. White in the backfield. Bucs at the home 41.5-yard line. Mayfield takes the snap. Tompkins in motion. Hand off to White again. White will get over the 50. We'll get to the 43. 1st and 10. So the Lions struggling here. Like I said, man, they need to give White more carries. White's had himself a good game. It's just, like I said, the Bucs running game is more they haven't gave their running backs opportunities. Lions is more just flat out hasn't worked. So we'll see. 1st and 10. Mayfield takes the snap, hands it off, almost fumbled it. White gets about 2. He about fumbled the handoff there. Here we go. Like I said, that handoff, White kind of got it like this, and he had to readjust it. So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 8.5. It says 2nd and 9, but he got about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Bucs really don't have that good of a rushing game either. They were last in the NFL in rushing yards per game back-to-back years. 77 in 2022, 89 this season. Mayfield drops back to throw. Going to throw it. Caught. That's Mike Evans again. Mike Evans maybe gets about 4 yards. And we'll bring up about 3rd and 5. Evans over 100 yards on the game now with about 101. 3rd and 4. Under 12 minutes left to play in the third. 10-10 ball game. They're not quite in field goal range yet. They may be, but their kicker missed a 50-yarder. This one would be from about 55, 56. So, Mayfield takes a snap, drops back to throw, under pressure, gets sacked. Aiden Hutchinson gets the sack. You got to stop him. 3rd sack of the game for the Lions. 1st since the 1st quarter, I'm pretty sure. And let's see what happened. Hutchinson. Yeah, Hutchinson just got right through. Nobody touched him. 8 sacks over the last 4 games for Hutchinson. That's going to set up a punt. Three sacks for the Lions, 1 for the Bucs, 4th and 13 at just sort of midfield, or just over midfield at about the 48. And here we go. Kamada punts it. Donovan Peoples-Jones, the former Brown, will return it, get past the 10, get to about the 15. So it'll be Lions 1st and 10 at their own 15. But there is a flag. So here's the flag. Oh, that's huge. So they'll get an illegal block on the back on Detroit. Oh no, number 19 on Tampa. What? They said number 19 on Detroit, but that's Donovan Peoples-Jones, the returner. So that flag's a little weird. So my fault for not fully getting that, but it's just weird. But anyway, yeah. So Bucs had a good drive going there, man, but that Aiden Hutchinson sack really kind of just screwed him over right there, man. You can't allow a sack like that. You just can't do that. You can't do that. It cost them dearly, and it's going to be a punt. Lions will get it at about the 7-yard line because they said it was on the Lions, so I'm going to assume that it's on the I-line or on the Lions. At least I hope it's on the Lions. Also, I just completely got that wrong. So, but the ref said it was on the Lions, but granted, they also said it was Donovan Peoples-Jones who was the returner. Refs have been so weird this game. But yeah. Guys, I got an announcement. We have officially reached 100 subscribers. Let's go. That is big. Thank you, guys. I love each and every one of you. And yeah, 100 subs, baby. Let's go. 100. 100. Once again, thank you to Tom Gossey. Big thank you to him. But yeah, anyway. This is going to be interesting to see what the Lions do here, though, because I think this is the worst field position they've gotten all game. So we'll see if they can get the running game going more, man. I mean, like, it's just simple as that. You got to get that running game going eventually. You have to. The Lions are the worst yards per game wise. You're getting outran by the worst running offense in the league, in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in the last 2 seasons. You can't do that. Yeah, it was showing the Ravens beating the Texans 34-10. That was wow. That was an amazing game by the Ravens. Close game between the Niners and Packers. I feel bad for that Packers kicker. I feel terrible for him. Because can you imagine that? Like, imagine missing that kick. Your team loses by 3. Wow. Yeah. Good job by McCaffrey, though. McCaffrey may have just... I understand they only take regular season into account of MVP, but I feel like they take a little postseason in. Let's be honest. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey looking like the MVP of the league, honestly. They'll probably give it to Lamar, but it probably should be McCaffrey, in my opinion. But that's just me. Here you go, Goff. First 10 at their own 15, throws it up to St. Brown, out of bounds, and complete 2nd and 10. Goff was good, but not great in the first half. He had 99 yards, a TD, no picks. Was pretty accurate, but they didn't really go deep a lot. So they really did a lot of medium passes. So 10:25 left in the third. It's a 10-10 ball game. Goff drops back. Under pressure, Goff is able to scramble out and throw it away. Gonna be incomplete. 3rd and 10. Yeah, so Jonah Jackson officially ruled out, so I'll put that in chat so people can see. Yeah, so Jonah Jackson's been ruled out. So they now have one backup lineman in for them. And here we go, 3rd and 10. Goff drops back. He's going to throw it. Caught. Wide open. Josh Reynolds gets up to the 40. But there is a flag. There's a gain of 25, but there is a flag. So they're going to get David Montgomery for a chop block. So instead of a 1st and 10 from their own 40, it's going to be like a 3rd and 15. Yeah, that's a chop block. Did it on Britt, number 52. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. Ooh, that's bad. 3rd and 17 from about their own 7. That chop block took away a 25-yard play. Jared Goff, Jameson Williams in motion. He takes the hike, going to drop back to the end zone. He's going to throw it short to Laporta, who gets quickly tackled down at about the 14. So they get about 7. Bring up 4th and 10. 3 and out. Can't make that mistake if you're Montgomery. Can't make that mistake. Can't make that mistake. All right, here we go. Punt up, punt good. Not a great punt. It'll be always getting a little scrappy. But 1st and 10 from their own 40. That's going to be what it is. All right, so once again, man, I don't think the Lions ran a run play that entire drive. Like, every single play was a pass. So, very one-dimensional right now for the Lions. Bucs have options, dude. The Bucs have a really good opportunity. They'll get a 1st and 10 at about their own 40, so great field position. They got both a passing and running game that's going pretty well. So, Lions could be in trouble here if they're not looking too good. They are not looking too good at all. Another big thing, too, is Jonah Jackson, who I think is the left guard, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look that up now. He's either the right or left. I'm pretty sure he's the left guard, though. Yeah, I think he's the left guard. So, that sucks, man. They're going to be going to their... So, Coyote Owasika, I'm pretty sure is the name of the backup left guard. He'll be coming in due to the injury to Jonah Jackson. And we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see how big of a part that plays. Because, anytime you got to put a backup lineman in, take it from a Bengals fan, it can not end well. Excuse me. So, man, the Bucs have all the momentum right now. This is, not looking great for the Lions. Bucs have all the momentum. The crowd went pretty silent. Their offense before that Aiden Hutchinson sack was humming. The defense was forced to 3 and out. I mean, it's not looking great. Tie ball game still, though. So, we'll see. Aiden Hutchinson's a monster, though, showing it here. 101 pressures since 2023. Had 9.5 sacks in his rookie year of 2022, 11.5 in 2023. He's the only player with 20-plus sacks and 4 interceptions in first 2 seasons. He has 21 career sacks and 4 career interceptions. And he has 1 sack and 3 pressures this game. So, a great start to the second half for Hutchinson after, like I said, having a pretty slow first half. But here we go. Great field position for the Bucs. 1st and 10 on 40. They got Watt in the backfield. Mayfield hawks it. We'll hand it off to Watt. Oh, and he got stuffed. It's Brian Branch and Bowens who come up with that. It's a loss of 5 off the run. We'll bring up 2nd and 15. Brian Branch. And this offensive line, man, this Bucs offensive line, back to not playing too great. They got to get back to how they were at the end of the first half or they're in trouble. About 2nd and 14, 14 and a half. Mayfield takes the snap, drops back to throw. Going to throw it, caught. No, incomplete. He dropped it. Good defense. Kobe Joseph kind of forces the incompletion. Going to bring up 3rd and 14. Here we go. Mayfield, a little bit of hesitation. Good defense. That's incomplete. 3rd and 14. Here we go. 3rd and long. Oh, they better hurry up. They have 5 seconds left on the play clock. Can they get the ball out? They do. Mayfield going to drop back to throw. Under a bit of pressure, throws it deep to Evans, who's incomplete. 4th and long, 3 and out, and that will be a Bucs punt. Both these defenses are playing very scrappy right now. Once again, just some good pressure we see here. They force them to get the ball out quick. Decent defense. And 4th and long. That's going to set up another Tampa Bay punt. Oh, this crowd's going wild now. This crowd is going wild. And here we go, the punt. There's a flag. This punt will be returned from the about 22 to the 31. There's a flag, though, at the line of scrimmage, so we'll see. Here we go. What's the flag here? Ref's taking forever, as usual, to tell us the flag. Illegal formation. So it's an illegal formation on Dennis, number 8 of the Bucs. It will be a 5-yard penalty. So 8:11 left in the 3rd. Lions will get the ball back at their own 36 due to the 5-yard penalty. Let me put my Chromebook on the charger real quick. Good old handy charger. And there we go. All right. Yeah, so, yeah. Both offenses struggling here to kick off the 2nd half. I ain't going to lie, man. I mean, the Bucs had a good start to their first drive. Then Baker got sacked and couldn't really do much after that because it was on 3rd down. Then a 3 and out for the Lions, and now a 3 and out for the Bucs. I mean, both defenses have came to play this half. This is wow. But I'm shocked actually by how these offenses have played in this game. Because like it ain't even like they've necessarily played bad. It's just more the defenses are playing so good right now. And the Bucs were unable to build off that momentum they got at the end of the first half. That Aiden Hutchinson sack really put everything on a pause. The offense will have better field position because they had a 1st and 10 at their own 15 on the last drive. They'll have a 1st and 10 from their own 36 on this drive. So, we'll see. We will see. Like I said, man, I don't think it's the offense is playing bad as much as I think it's just the defense is playing really good. Because, like, for the Bucs defense, they've done a great job when the Lions have won the ball, containing that run. The passing game has slowed down significantly for the Lions. And for the Lions defense, they've done a great job getting pressure on Baker, getting sacks, forcing him to make quick throws that he probably doesn't want to make. And they have done a better job kicking off the 2nd half, stopping the run. So, we'll see. We will see. Like I said, it's 1st and 10 from their own 36. So really, this drive's going to determine a lot of this game, I think. So here we go. 1st and 10. Play action. Goff. Pass. Armorall. Gets about 8. 2nd and 2. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention at the half, KJ Britt, number 52 for the Bucs, linebacker, he's had a pretty good game. He's done most of his damage stopping the run, though. He hasn't really been a big impact in the passing game, but in the rushing game, he really has. So, here we go. I mean, the longest run of the game for the Lions was a 7-yard scramble by Goff. That's unacceptable. And that run by Montgomery gets stuffed. Will be about 3rd and inches. And here we go. It'll be interesting to see what the Lions decide to do here. If I'm the Lions, I probably just want a QB sneak because, like I said, it's like a 3rd and an inch. So, or they'll say 3rd and 1. I guess they will play it dead a little early. But I would still just want a QB sneak. But that doesn't look like what they're going to do here. Montgomery in the backfield. Under 7 minutes left here in the 3rd. Play action, pass, Goff, wide open. Brock Wright, he's off to the races, the backup tight end. Brock Wright gets up to like the 24-yard line. It's a 30-yard completion, and that'll bring up 1st and 10, and the Lions are instantly in field goal range. Great play by Brock Wright. That's his first catch of the game, the backup tight end. Good pass. Dude, I mean, Goff was under a bit of pressure out there, so great play. 1st and 10. They'll mark him down actually at the 26, so hand off to Gibbs. Gibbs gets about 7. That 7-yard run is the longest run by a Lions running back. Oh, they'll say a gain of 8. If it's a gain of 8, that's the longest one of the game for the Lions. Definitely the longest one of the game for Gibbs. Dean was the one who pushed him out of bounds. So, gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Goff drops back to throw. Throws it short to Laporta, who catches it. Maybe got the first. He spun, and I think he was able to get the ball over. So, that's going to be a 1st and 10. Oh, somebody's injured. Who's injured? That was a risky screen pass because there was a lot of coverage there. I think that's a first. Yeah, that's a first. He reached the ball over. That's a first. So the rest will say 1st down. And they're going to take an injury timeout here. Okay. The guy who was injured, by the way, is back up on his feet. He's okay. He's good. Love to see that. But yeah. The Bucs are in trouble. This Lions offense is starting to get going, and with how the Bucs offense have played the start off the second half, if this Lions offense gets going, that is not going to be well. No, it's not going to go well for the Bucs. Sam Laporta, by the way, I think I already mentioned it, but Sam Laporta was the one who caught the screen pass, spun to a 1st down. Running game's still not really going. They get a good 8-yard run, though. That kind of set up that 2 or 3 yard pass completion for the first. So, yeah. I mean, the best bet for the Bucs here is just to hold the Lions to 3. I don't think you're going to get a turnover out of this because Goff, one thing I will credit him for this game is he has done a really good job stopping from turning the ball over. And they're probably not going to force a fumble because the Lions probably won't run the ball to have a chance at the fumble happening. So the best bet here would just be to hold the Lions to 3 and hope their offense can start to get going like they did at the very end of the first half and at the very beginning of the second half. Before the Aiden Hutchinson sack. That Hutchinson sack really shifted this game, though. Completely shifted the momentum. Even with the Lions going 3 and out, the defense held strong again. And now this Lions offense is moving. Ooh, so, excuse me. I do wonder, though, who will the Lions go to? Because the last time they were in a situation like this, they went to Josh Reynolds, who has like 1 catch for 9 yards and a TD. So, but they could also go to Sam Laporta, try to get him in. Maybe they go to Montgomery to kind of power his way in. Gibbs. I mean, they have a lot of options here. If I'm the Lions, personally, I think I'm looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown because they're at like the 20. So I'm looking for him to maybe get us close to the end zone. Then I'll try to power it in with Montgomery. And if that doesn't work, try to find Laporta on a short TD. But they have a lot of ways this can go. So, either way, high stakes game. High stakes. They're marked at the 16. So here we go. Gibbs in the backfield. The ball's hiked. He drops back to throw. He'll go and he'll find Amon-Ra St. Brown. What'd I say? They found Amon-Ra St. Brown. He gets like 11 or 12 yards and it'll be 1st and goal. What did I say? I would go to Amon-Ra and try to get closer to the end zone and try to power it in with Montgomery. And if that doesn't work, try to find Sam Laporta. Great slant route caught by St. Brown, and St. Brown gets to like the 5. Great play. Great play. Great play call. Great execution. David was the one who kind of brought him out of bounds. 5 catches, 37 yards for Laporta. Montgomery in the backfield. Laporta in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Montgomery, who will power his way to the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1 or 2 yard line. We'll see where they mark it. Hey, what'd I say? Go to Amon-Ra to try to get closer to the end zone, then try to power it in with Montgomery. And if you can't power it in with Montgomery, try to get Laporta. But here we go, 2nd and goal. About to go into 4 minutes here in the 3rd. Here you go then. Spread. Goff hikes it. Drops back. Nobody's open. Off the hands of Reynolds. Great job by Dean out there. Incomplete. 3rd and goal. Skip it told him that he's eligible. If y'all remember in the Cowboys game when the Lions found an O-lineman for what should have been a game-winning 2-point conversion, he reported in as eligible, and they didn't, and the refs didn't listen. So he's making sure they listen this time. Montgomery in the backfield. And he'll look for Sam Laporta. Incomplete. Too high. What did I say, though? Get Amon-Ra involved, get close to the end zone, power it in with Montgomery. If that doesn't work, try to find Laporta. That's exactly what they did. Now, that was a high pass, so Laporta couldn't catch it in the back of the end zone, but still, looks like they're going to go for it. Since 2021, the Lions are 62 for 1 out of 118 on 4th downs. That's 53%. Both are the most. So here we go. 3:51 left in the 3rd. 4th and goal from about the 1 yard line. Sorry, I can't tell who that is in the backfield. Amon-Ra in motion. Hand off. Touchdown. That's Reynolds. Not Josh Reynolds, though. Touchdown Lions. I'll update the score after the extra point. Greg Reynolds. So Greg Reynolds, who on his very first carry of the game gets a 1 yard rushing TD. Touchdown Lions. They take the lead. Frank Ragnow clearly hurt. Ragnow clearly hurt. Here we go. The extra point. Good. 17-10 Lions. 3:48 left. So 17-10 Lions lead. There's 3:48 left in the third quarter. Big TD right there. And 17-10. Wow. A great job by the Lions, man. There ain't no other way to describe that. They did everything they needed to do. The running game's still a little iffy, but it gets the job done right there. Worried about Frank Ragnow, though, because Frank Ragnow did look very hurt on the sideline. Trainers checking him out, so he's probably going to be questionable to return. But he helped get the job done right there. So, we will see. We will see. Okay. So here we go. The Bucs are going to need to do something on this next drive. Even if it's just getting 3 points, this Bucs offense has to get some momentum. The Lions have all the momentum. They're at home. The crowd's going to be going wild. They're up by 7, or they're down by 7 points. They got to get something going. They have to. Whatever means necessary. Because there's just under 4 minutes left to play in the third. You have no momentum. You're down by 7. Got to get something going here. Whether that's passing, running, balance between the two, you got to do something here. If I'm them, I'm trying to find Mike Evans by any means possible. Mike Evans has over 100 receiving yards in the game. He's been by far the biggest threat on offense. And you tell your offensive line under every circumstance, buy Baker time. Give Baker time to throw the football. You've seen what happens when you give him time to throw the football. He gets stuff done. So give him time to throw the football. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. And I wonder if they'll want to go to Watt too, because Watt hasn't had a great second half, but overall has been pretty good on the game. But like I said, I don't care what the Bucs do. They got to get something going. They have to. They absolutely have to. Because if they don't get something going, then they may lose this game already. Because, like I said, the Lions have all the momentum. Every bit. But 3:48 left. The kickoff going to be a touchback. So 1st and 10 at their own 25. And here comes Baker and the Bucs. And all started with that sack. Ragnow got caught up under, his leg got caught up under Goff after Goff got sacked. So here we go. 17-10. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Tompkins in motion. Screen pass. It's going to be offsides. That's going to suck for the Lions because they would have had a negative 7-yard play, but a clear offsides. So that play is going to instead be 5 yards and a repeat on 1st down. That was on Brian Branch, a rookie mistake by the rookie out of Bama. That's going to bring up 1st and 5, sorry. Clear as day was. He tried to time it. He was clearly offsides. He knew he was offsides. So, yeah. Good break there for the Bucs. 1st and 5. Under 3:40 left here in the third. 7-point ball game. Tensions are starting to get pretty high because we're late in the third. It's a 7-point ball game. One team has all the momentum. We'll see. Play action pass. Under pressure. Incomplete. Dropped by Orton. There is a flag. They may get Melifonwu for a holding or a pass interference. We'll see. There's an injury. Rashad White. You hate to see that. White's played a pretty decent ball game. Yeah, they're going to get holding on Melifonwu, number 6 of Detroit. So defense are holding. Oh, look. Melifonwu was guarding Alton. Yep. Clear jersey grab right there. Clear jersey grab. Good call. Mayfield was under pressure. Luckily, White's back on his feet. Like to see that. So, penalties, a lot more in favor of the Bucs here. Bucs had 3 penalties in the first half to the Lions 0. In the second half, we've seen 1 Bucs penalty, 3 Lions penalties. So, Lions need to start going back to what they were doing in the first half and not commit penalties. Here we go. 1st and 10. Own 35. Baker hikes it. Hands it off to Chase Edmonds. He'll get about 4. And they'll bring up 2nd and 6. About to go into 3 minutes here in the third. It's still a 7-point ball game, 17-10. Tensions are starting to get a little high here. Here we go. Hi. Here we go. 2nd and 6. Crowd is pretty loud. So 2nd and 6 right there on 35. Mayfield going to take the snap and play action. He scrambles to his right, finds Arden. Arden gets about 8 and a first down. 1st and 10, Bucs. Good play. I've seen a lot of play action in this game from the Bucs. They have played quite a bit of play action. I have noticed that. Also, guys, I want to point out, me and my friends will be starting a new YouTube channel. We'll start posting on that soon. Don't know when, but it will be sometime soon, so stay tuned for that. But for this, 1st and 10, own 48. Mayfield doing some audibles here. 5. Give me a sec. Mayfield drops back. Oh, he's going to get sacked. No, he's able to get out of it. Gets hit, throws it, caught. What a catch. What a catch by Arden. Wow. My prediction for this game was 30-17 Lions. The score right now is 17-10, so my prediction is still well in play. What a catch by Arden. Wow. Wow. That is a great, wow. That may be the best catch of the ball game. Well, at least close. That was a great grab by Arden. Mayfield, 17-24, 220 yards, a TD and a pick. But that pick wasn't his fault. So, 1st and 10. I don't really care who wins. I'll be fine with who. Mayfield throws it wide open. Arden again. But yeah, like I said, I don't really care who wins. I like both teams. If the Bucs win, I'll be happy because I like Baker. If the Lions win, I'll be happy because I just like the Lions. So, I'll be fine with whoever wins. Yeah. Arden's been wide open for so many plays, and he made a great grab. Here we go, just over 30 seconds. This very well could be the last play of the third quarter. 1st and 10, Bucs at the 12. Baker hikes it, screen pass, bad pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10. "24 seconds left in the third. 2nd and 10. 17-10 ball game. Not a great screen pass. Way underthrown. Tompkins really had no chance at that. So here we go. White in the backfield. Glad he's okay. And will go out as kind of a receiver. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Mayfield takes a snap. He's going to pass it. Throws and no under pressure. Mayfield pump fakes. Is able to get it out. Incomplete. Great job by Mayfield. Mayfield was this close to getting sacked. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No intentional grounding because he was able to throw it back to the line of scrimmage. Durham was in the vicinity of it. A lot of hesitation from Mayfield. A lot of pump fakes. Was able to barely get the ball out. Did he? He did. Ruled an incompletion. 3rd and 10. Crowd going wild. Mayfield hikes it. Drops back to throw. Screen pass. White. He's going to get in. Touchdown. Bucs. My finger's fine. You see, I have 4 more minutes in it. I'll be good. But yeah, what a play. What a play. White was, wow. What a play. Great blocking. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a play. What a play. Screen pass. Look at it. Boom. Great blocking. Clear. TD. What a play. What a play. Great play call. Extra points up. Made it 17-17. Unpinned message. Yeah. The score changed, but obviously with the touchdown. But since there's only 10 seconds left in the third, I'm going to wait till the end of the third to do the score. Oh, wow. Detroit should have challenged that because Baker Mayfield's calf was down. He had the ball in his hands. If they would have challenged that, that would have been a sack and would have been like 2nd and 14, 3rd and 14. Instead, they didn't challenge it, and that leads to a TD. Wow. Big mistake, a rare mistake by Dan Campbell. We usually see Dan Campbell be very risky, but the one time he ain't risky, it cost him. So, like I said, I'll update the score after the third quarter ends since there's only 10 seconds left. 17-17 is the score. The Lions are about to get the kickoff here. They'll probably have the ball to kick off or to start off the fourth quarter too, unless the turnover happens here. Here we go. It looks like this is just going to be a touchback. Yep. So we will see one play before the end of the third. It will probably be a run. So here we go. It doesn't get more competitive than this. You are not staying. Oh no, I'm staying live. I'm staying live till the game. I'm probably gonna stay live until like 10 to 15 minutes after the game ends because I always give a post game thing as well after the game, like statistics and all that. Here we go. 1st and 10 on 25. Like I said, I'll update the score after the end of the third. Here we go. Amara in motion. Handoff to Gibbs. Gibbs has a bit of a lane. He'll be tackled after a gain of about 5. And I'll go ahead and update the score here. 17-17 tie game. Pin that message. So after 3, 17 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 17 Detroit Lions. Lions will have the ball with like a 2nd and 5 from their own 30. And this game is going to come down to the wire. This game is going to come down to the wire. Oh, wow. Wow. What a game. Both these teams have gave it their all here. Both these teams are fighting. We're in for a finish. We are in for a finish. Oh, yeah, my prediction is still good. I said 31 to... Well, I said 30 to 17, sorry. I said 30 to 17. The score is 17 to 17, so we'll see. After 3, man. After 3. This is probably the best game I've done a live play-by-play on. And I've done quite a few. So, it's going to come down to it. A big part here, man. Can the Lions respond? If the Lions don't respond here, they could be in trouble because the Bucs do have the momentum right now. Not all the momentum. I'd say it's about 50-50 even right now, even with the TD. But it is close. It's really close. Here we go. All right. Fourth quarter is about to start. I don't know why, man. I'm a Bengals fan, but I'm nervous because I like both teams. On one hand, I want to see Baker in the NFC title game because I love Baker Mayfield. Even when he was around, I liked him. But on the other hand, man, I do love the Lions as well. I love Dan Campbell as a head coach. I think he's probably a top 5, if not a top 3 head coach in the league. He has a legit argument for being possibly the best head coach. So, yeah. It's going to come down here, man. Both teams have been dead even. Here we go. It's back 2nd and 4 from their own 30. In motion is, it's going to be a play action. And Gibbs catches it. Gibbs going to get up to the 42 and a half. 1st and 10. Here we go. Fourth quarter started. Fourth quarter started, boys. First and 10. Here we go. Here we go. Drops back. Goff finds Josh Reynolds. He'll get to the 39. I think the Lions have the advantage here because the Bucs blew out the Eagles. So they basically already had the game won by this time in the fourth quarter, or it was looking real good. If you remember last week, Lions won by 1. It came down to a last defensive stop. So they're a lot more familiar with this kind of situation than the Bucs are, as Gibbs is going to get a good run. Gibbs is going to get about 7-8 yards on the line, going to be 2nd and short. But like I was saying, the Lions, they were in this almost exact situation last week. Close ball game, needing to put on a good drive. We do have someone injured. Hold up. So Mayweather, the rookie safety, number 26, he's out. He's really big on special teams for the Bucs, so it sucks for them. Hope he's good. Here we go, 2nd and 2. Handoff. Gibbs off to the races. Gibbs going to get a touchdown. It's a big TD run, and that's what they needed, getting that running game going. It's a 5-play, 75-yard, 1 minute, 57-second drive. Touchdown. I'll update the score after the extra point. 31-yard TD for Gibbs. Wow. Nice cut. Not just nice cuts. Amar St. Brown had a good block. Touchdown. Stephon Winfield. Wow. What a run by Gibbs. He can pop off at any given time. We just saw it right there. Here we go. To make it 24-17. Michael Badgley. About blocked. Made it. So 13-13 left. in the fourth. Wow. All right, so yeah, I'm about to pin that message now. So Lions lead 24-17, 13 minutes, 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of play. Jamar Gibbs with a big run. That was huge. That was huge. What's crazy about that run is at that point in the game, Gibbs on 7 carries before that run had 39 rushing yards. He had 7 carries for 39 rushing yards. He had a 31-yard rushing TD on that run alone. So that's huge. I said they need to get that running game going. It started to get going there, and it led to that TD. Bucs are in a bit of trouble. Let's see how they respond. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond here. This is a close game. This is an intense game. My prediction technically still alive. I know that touchdown may hurt it a bit, but 30-17 is my prediction. Scores 24-17 right now. So, what a game it's been, man. What a game. Either way, both these teams really don't have anything to hang their hat on. They've both played one heck of a game. It's been close. It's really been even from beginning to end. The biggest lead in this game has been 7 points by the Lions. And that's the lead it is right now. This game's never gotten past 7 points when it comes to a lead. So, if you're the Bucs too, man, that one missed 50-yard field goal earlier hurts. Because that would make it where a touchdown here would give them the lead. But now all it will do is tie the ball game. These two teams faced off in the 1997 wild card. As it says there, the Buccaneers won that one 20-10. Times have changed a lot since 1997, so yeah. Wow. Oh, Josh Reynolds. Ooh. Josh Reynolds heading to the locker room. That could be pretty big. Reynolds has 2 catches for 29 yards and a TD. Here we go. And this will be a touchback. 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs at their own 25. Yeah, that is crazy. That's important to note. The Lions have 3 sacks. All of them, the plays went completely unblocked. That Aiden Hutchinson one was still so brutal for the Bucs because they could have easily had 3 points on that drive if that sack doesn't happen. But here we go. It's 1st and 10. 13-13 left in the fourth. 7-point ball game. Bucs have it. They're down by 7. Mayfield takes the snap. Drops back. Will throw it short to White. White right off his hands. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. White on White. White's got to catch that. That was right on his hands. You have to catch that. So 13:09 left to play in the fourth now. This crowd's going wild, too. This is probably the loudest the crowd's been all game. Here we go. 2nd and 10. They're at their own 25. Tompkins in motion. It's going to be a pass. He drops back. Under pressure. Gets hit. Throws it incomplete. 3rd and 10. Was looking for Otten. I think I can take my controller off the charger now. Aiden Hutchinson hitting that spin move. Couldn't quite get it, but was able to get some pressure right there. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. The Bucs are 2 for 2 on third downs from 1 for 3 yards, 0 for 2 on third downs out of 4 for 6 yards, and 2 for 6 on third downs out of 7 or more yards. Screen pass. Watt catches it. He breaks the tackle. He's going to get a gain of about 6, 7. It's going to be 4th and about, I'd say 4. 4th and 5, 4th and 4, something like that. White tried his best right there. Couldn't quite get it. Here we go. 4th and 4. 4th and 4 from their own 31. Under 12:30 left to play. They're going to punt it. Good punt. Good punt. It will bounce forward a bit. Let's see where they will roll it. It will be inside like the 10. 58-yard punt. No return. Here we go. Who is going to win? Looking good for the Lions right now. Jared Goff, 21 for 33, 186 yards, 1 TD, no picks. They'll give the Lions the ball at their own 11. So 1st and 10. Play action. Passes it to Laporta short. Laporta gets about 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Under 12 minutes to play now here in the 4th. Here we go. 2nd and 7. They're at their own 14 now. There's an injured. Jamel Dean. Oh, that's a huge injury for the Bucs. Jamel Dean's been one of their better players on defense. Dean's had a good game. Pretty good game. He's had a good year. Hope he's good. So, injury timeout. Wow. That's a big loss, too. If they lose Jamel Dean, Dean's probably been their best defensive player, arguably this season. Well, I'd say Winfield Jr. has been the best defensive player this season. But Jamel Dean's probably been the best defensive player this game. He's been a part of a lot of plays. He's had a couple pass deflections. He's done a good job at least containing that passing game. And losing him would be a big deal because, like I said, Dean's probably the 2nd best defensive player they've had this season, the best one they've had this game. And they lose him, the Lions passing attack may be able to end this ballgame here. Hate to see that for Dean, though, because he's a really good player. Really good player. Almost had a pick at the beginning of the game, too. Just right off his hands. And that pick could go on to cost him. That missed pick, but we'll see. Yeah, and thing, too, man, it's been those little miscues. Like on the first drives of the first drive of the game or second drive, something like that. Very beginning. Goff throws a bad pass right in Dean's hands. Dean drops the pick, leads to a field goal. He gets that pick. The Lions have 21 points. Not to mention the 50-yard field goal the Bucs miss. Chris makes that. That's the name, Chris McClonglin, I think. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He makes that 50-yard field goal, and then along with the Dean pick, those two things happen. It's a 21-20 ball game. And then if Baker Mayfield doesn't get sacked, the Bucs have a chance at a long field goal to make it 23-21. So just a lot of miscues, or little miscues sporadically throughout the game. Drop pick, missed field goal, bad sack allowed on third down. Those little things are could cost the Bucs here, because this very well could be a 21-20 ball game, or even 23-21 Bucs. It very well could be that, just if one or two things happen. But it's worked out how it's worked out. It's 24-17, and the Lions have a chance to very possibly end the ball game on this drive. We will see, though. back. I'm excited, man. This is a close game. Excited to see what happens. I'll see if we can get an update on Dean. Because like I said, he's a big part of this Bucs defense. Really big part. Sorry, stretch a bit. So 2nd and 7 from down 14. Amara in motion. Play action pass. Under pressure. Throws it. Caught. Montgomery gets to about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Gets about 11, 12 yards on the play. Dean's in pain right now. I don't think Dean's going to be able to come back. Both teams have ran play action quite a bit in this game. That's what I've noticed. That pass may have put Goff at 100 or 200 passing yards. I'm pretty sure it did. 1st and 10, own 25. Goff, play action again. Throws it deep. Caught. Wide open. Jamison Williams pushed that out about the 49. First and 10 at about their own 49. McCollum was on him. Williams, who has been pretty silent in this game, not silent right there, got open, created nice separation, picture-perfect pass by Goff, who got hit when he kind of threw the ball. Here we go. 1st and 10. Williams, 2 catches for 35 yards now. Goff, 24-36 with 224 yards of TD, no picks. Goff hands it off. Montgomery gets about a yard. We'll bring up 2nd and 9. They say no game, but I'm pretty sure he got a yard. Yeah. So 2nd and 9. That play brings us under 10 minutes here in the 4th. Score is still 24-17 Lions. Lions with a 2nd and 9 at exactly midfield. I don't think David couldn't. Here we go. Josh Reynolds back on the field as Goff will throw it. He's under pressure. Goff sacked. Levante David with the sack. I'd say it's about a 4 or 5 yard sack. Going to bring up 3rd and long. Let's see. Yeah, under pressure. David gets the sack, gets his leg, kind of gets his foot. Here we go. 2nd sack of the game for the Bucs. Lions have 3. 3rd and 15. Josh back, has a bit of time. Going to throw it. Caught. St. Brown may have got it. It's either... Here we go. First down. 1st and 10. Wow. First and 10. Oh, my God. Okay, here we go. 6 catches, 53 yards for Brown now. Oh, wow, they're going to get delay a game. No. They were able to get the hike off. Goff going to find Gibbs. Gibbs breaks a tackle. Going to get to the 20, 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Gain of 20. And the Lions are in field goal range. That could be deadly for the Bucs. That could be really deadly for the Bucs in this game. KJ Britt struggled there. Good pass by Goff, and that may have just ended this ball game. We'll see 1st and 10. They marked them down at the 20. Great second half for Gibbs. Play action pass. Going to find Sam Laporta. Laporta gets about a gain of 7. Wow. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff on 2nd and 3. Gibbs breaks the tackle, gets about 4. Going to be 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Good run. Great run. 1st and goal from about the 9.5-yard line. Ooh. Here we go. Hand off. Oh, no, pardon me. It's going to be a pass. Looking for Goff in the end. Amaro St. Brown, touchdown. Touchdown, Lions. Goff to Amaro St. Brown. 10-play, 89-yard, 5-minute, 50-second drive. Touchdown number 1 for St. Brown. Touchdown number 2 for Goff. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead. What a pass. What a catch. What a play. What a play. Here we go. 6:22 left in the 4th. It's good. 31-17. And I think the Lions have scored a TD on the last 3 drives. Yep. The Lions. Wow. A metal door slammed against it. A big metal door when there was like 20-mile-per-hour winds. Sucked. Terribly. Horribly. Downright disastrous. But we good now. It's fine. It was just stupid. Wind, metal door versus finger. Metal door won. It is what it is. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for asking, though. But anyway, 31-17. Yeah. Like I said, just something. But yeah, 6:22 left in the 4th. 31 Detroit Lions. 17 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I knew I should have said 31-17. Why did I say 30-17? I should have said 31-17. Oh, I was so close. But still have a chance. 6:22 left in the 4th. The Bucs still have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Down by 14, so we'll see if they can do anything here. The Lions have scored 14 unanswered, though. Largest lead of the game. Here we go. This crowd is going wild. First and 10 from their own 25. Mayfield will throw, and he will find Chris Godwin, who's been pretty silent, for a gain of 11. It's Aiden Hutchinson with the tackle. They're going carry up. Here we go. So here we go. First and 10 from their own 35.5-yard line. Mayfield gonna look, deflected at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Like I said, this game's not over. Still plenty of time. The Bucs have done a great job saving all 3 timeouts. They still got the 2-minute warning. It's a 14-point ball game. So they just need a quick TD and a stop. You're welcome. Here we go. Mayfield drops back to throw. Mayfield under pressure. Breaks off a sack, and he's going to get sacked. Loses about 4 yards. Loses about 4 yards. Will bring up 3rd and 14. 4th sack of the game for the Lions. Trey Palmer got open, too. Trey Palmer got open for what probably would have been a TD. Melifonwu. Once again, man, the Lions DB's really helping out. So the Bucs use their first timeout of the ball game. So they are down to 2 timeouts. Mayfield and Reeves may been getting into it. First time out of the game, so they'll put some time on the clock. 5:41 left in the fourth. Here we go. 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14. White in the backfield. They're at their own 32. And going to go out as a receiver. Mayfield hikes it, drops back to throw, has time, throws it wide open. He missed him. Chris Godwin was wide open for an easy gain of 20 and a first. But Mayfield overthrew him. It goes out of bounds. And now what will probably be a game-deciding 4th and 14 from about their own 32. Bad miss from Mayfield. You got to hit him there. Godwin beat his man. He was open. It probably would have been a gain of 20. Would have been a pretty easy gain as well. But you missed them. So 4th and 14 here. 5:37 left in the fourth. About dropped my mic. Here we go. Mayfield, the throw. Under pressure. Throws it. Caught. Mike Evans was wide open. Gain of about 21. 1st and 10. 6 catch for Evans. Evans found a way to get open. Let's see where they mark him. Big play. Baker was under pressure, was able to scramble and get the first. 6 catches, 126 yards for Mike Evans. We'll now take a breather. So that was a gain of about, I think, 24. Mayfield will find Moore. David Moore gets about 11. And the Bucs are moving. 1st and 10. Wow. So a gain of about 11. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Bucs have it at the 33. They need a touchdown. Here we go. Mayfield gonna throw it. Caught. Chris Godwin. He'll be brought down at the 15. So give him 18 on the play. We'll see if they said he got out or not. But either way, a gain of 18. Mayfield got hit. And then will be 1st and 10 at the 16. So it's about a 17-yard gain. But still, 1st and 10. They do say he got out of bounds. So clock stops at 4:46. Mayfield takes the snap. Drops back to throw. Gonna look. And incomplete. Completely out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Good thing for the Lions here. It doesn't matter how close the Bucs get to the end zone if they don't get in. It is a 14-point ball game. They are going to need a touchdown. Good thing for the Bucs here. They basically have 3 timeouts. They did have to use a timeout to get back on track, but they still have 2 timeouts and a 2-point conversion. A 2-minute thing. I'm sorry. 2-minute break. Sorry. My mind went dumb there for a second. Mayfield drops back. Throws it. Looks for Evans. Touchdown. Mike Evans. And this game, and we still have a ball game. 9 plays, 75-yard, 1 minute, 45-second drive. What a pass. What a catch. Mike Evans got there, caught it, touchdown. And Sutton again, man. Cameron Sutton Why do they still have him? They're going for 2. The Bucs are going to go for 2 to try to make this a 31-25 ball game. Here we go. Here we go. They're going for 2. No backs in the backfield. Baker takes the snap. He'll look for Evans. It's a jump ball. Incomplete. Evans wants a flag. No good. No flag. So 31-20. So 31-23. Lions lead. So the 2 points no good, so it will remain an 8-point ball game. Interesting decision. So yeah. So 31-23, Lions lead, 4:37 left in the fourth. The Bucs score 6, but can't get the 2. I personally would have just kicked the extra point there. I don't know why they went. I understand why they went for 2, because that puts them in a situation where they get the 2-point conversion. They can go score a TD, kick the extra point, win it in regulation. But at the same time, now they're going to have. But now at the same time, that puts them in a situation where a touchdown, and they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. So we'll see if that comes back to bottom, because they did not get it. A lot of people can argue that should have been pass interference. I personally thought it was fine. So yeah. Here we go. This is like I said, still plenty of time on. Still have all 3 timeouts. The Bucs have 2 timeouts, but we do still have the 2-minute warning. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. We're nearing 3 hours on the stream, by the way. Thanks for everybody who's tuned in. Close ball game. I hate that they're giving us these commercial breaks, bro. Like, bro, we're inside the final 5 minutes of regulation. Why are you giving us all these commercial breaks? Come on, man. Come on. What I say, though, I said the second half is really when both teams are going to take a step up. First half was a little slow. I said, yeah, it is. They score the touchdown, then they can go for the 2-point conversion. That's what they just went for there. They just didn't get it. If the Bucs can get a stop, go downfield, score a touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, then they can send this game to OT. Here we go. 8-point ball game. Here's the kickoff. Touchback. Here we go. 1st and 10. Scores 31 Detroit Lions, 23 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Lions probably wins the game with a touchdown or a field goal. Yep. They probably don't even need a TD. Just a field goal probably ends this ball game. So the Bucs need a stop here. Bucs need a stop. Here we go. Montgomery in the backfield. St. Brown in motion. Play action. Gives it to Amaral. Amaral going to get to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. He gets a gain of about 15. Yep. Cornerback Jamel Dean Jamel Dean. Wow. That's a huge loss. Huge loss. Under 4 minutes left in the fourth. Not having Jamel Dean could hurt the Bucs here. Hand off to Montgomery. Montgomery breaks a couple tackles. Going to get to the 50. 1st and 10. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 50. Maybe the 49. Depends on where they mark them. The last 3 plays for the Lions have been the last 3 drives have been a 10-play, 64-yard TD drive, a 5-play, 75-yard TD drive, and a 10-play, 89-yard TD drive. Not in that order, but that's how it's been. 3 straight TD drives. It's going to be a fake toss. Under pressure, sacked. Gets about a 2 or 3 yard sack. Going to bring up 2nd and long. Shaq Barrett. And the Bucs use this second timeout, so the clock stops with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left to play in the fourth. The Bucs will get a penalty. Carlton Davis, illegal hands to the face. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. So the Bucs will get their timeout back. So the good news for the Bucs, though, is although that obviously sucks, it's a 5-yard penalty. We'll give the Lions 5 yards and automatic pass. Due to the clock stopping to the penalty, the Bucs will get the timeout that they used back. So they still have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. But they got to stop here because the Lions are dangerously close to field goal range. Handoff to David Montgomery. Vita Vea kind of gets the tackle there. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Tampa will use the timeout, so they have 1 remaining. The clock stops with 2 minutes, 52 seconds left in the fourth. Here we go. They'll say gain of 3, so 2nd and 7. Lions all 3 timeouts. Bucs 1, 2-minute warnings. Still not here yet. So Frank Ragnow, despite being pretty hurt, staying in. 2nd and 7. Quick snap, play action. Screen pass Montgomery. That play gets blown up. They lose about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and long. They'll let the Bucs, who have 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning, will just let the clock run down. Won't use that final timeout. At least not quite yet. Third and 11. 3rd and 11. So here you go. The Bucs going to save that final timeout with the 2-minute warning on the horizon. This is 3rd and 11. This is 3rd and 11. Goff drops back the throw. Under pressure, incomplete. Clock stops at 2:06. They're going to have to punt it. They're not in field goal range. So the Bucs will probably have about 2 minutes and 1 timeout remaining to go down the field, score a touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, and send this game into overtime. As expected, the Lions will punt it, unless they fake it here, which I honestly wouldn't be shocked. It's Dan Campbell. But the Bucs look ready for a fake. So here we go, 4th and 11 from the Tampa Bay 45. The Lions will punt it. At least that's what it's looking like. And, yep. It's a punt. It's a decent punt. Tompkins will call a fair catch at the 10-yard line. So that'll send us to the 2-minute warning. So 1 minute. So here's the situation. 31 Detroit Lions. 23 Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the score. And the Bucs will have 1 minute and 59 seconds and one timeout. Or, pardon me, they'll have 1 minute and 59 seconds with one timeout to try to go down the field, score a TD, and get the 2-point conversion. Like I said, game's going to come down to the wire. Either way, this has probably been the best playoff game played this season. This has been a great game. It's like I said, man, I expected both these teams to really step it up in the second half. I knew this was after how the game started. This was going to be more of a second half game, and it is. So here we go. The Bucs need to get Mike Evans. That's really what they need to do. Mike Evans in this game has 7 catches, 142 receiving yards, and 1 receiving TD. Get him involved. Get him on deep. Get Chris Godwin involved because Chris Godwin started playing well. Heck, get Otton involved because Otton, the tight end, has had a really good game. Probably a career day for him. So, they have plenty of time. Yes, they have a 1st and 10 from their own. They have a 1st and 10 from their own 10, so they need to go 90 yards downfield in 1 minute 59 seconds. Although they do still have one timeout to stop the clock if and/or when they absolutely have to. But if you're the Bucs here too, what you kind of got to be careful is not to go down the field too fast because the Lions also have all 3 timeouts. Which means if the Lions even get 20 to 30 seconds to go downfield and score a field goal, if they even just have 1 or 2 timeouts remaining, they very well can do that. So you're going to want to score, and you're going to want to score relatively quickly, but not so quick that you give the Lions another chance to go down the field and win the game. So, yeah, like I said, 1 minute 59 seconds, 1 timeout. They need to go 90 yards and score a TD. And whether or not Baker can do that, we'll see. I'm nervous, man. We're either about to see a Lions versus Niners NFC title game or a Bucs versus Niners title game. It's still looking good for the Lions. They're still up by 8, and the Bucs have a 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. But still, no coach challenge allowed. So here we go. 1st and 10. No running backs in the backfield. Baker all by himself. Going to take the snap. Low snap. Throws it quickly to Evans. Evans gets about 5. But 2nd and 5 at their own 15. Evans, 8th catch of the game. Going hurry up here. Like I said, 2nd and 5. They're at their own 15. 1 timeout left for the Bucs. All 3 left for the Lions. Under pressure. Intercepted! Intercepted! Derek Barnes gets the pick. That's ball game. Baker throws a game-ending interception to Barnes. And the Lions are going to the NFC title. They're going to head to San Fran. The ball gets picked off for the 2nd time in this game. For the 1st time since the 1st quarter. Baker is absolutely devastated. And that's going to be game. Great play by Barnes. Not a great pass by Mayfield. He was under a bit of pressure. Tried to find Otton. It's picked off. And that's game. What a play. Derek Barnes. What a play. So congratulations to the Detroit Lions, as no matter what else happens here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be officially eliminated from the NFL playoffs. This season's over. Great season. But for the Detroit Lions, they will head to San Fran to take on the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game with a Super Bowl spot on the line. So it is official. We are either going to see the San Francisco 49ers or the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. What a game. Best playoff game of the playoffs, in my opinion, at least. By far. Do feel bad for Baker. I do feel bad for him, obviously. But, wow. So I'll go ahead and post the final score up here. Feel bad for Baker, man. I do feel bad for him, but hey. Oh, my God, boo. So we see the final score. 31 Detroit Lions, 23 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Lions are headed to the Bay Area to take on the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game. And an absolute nail-biter. TJ Gardner-Johnson celebrating on St. Brown. And with that, the Detroit Lions, for the first time since all the way back in 1991, will head to the NFC Championship game and are just one game away from making it to their first ever Super Bowl. What a game. Wow. And for Derek Barnes, the first interception of his NFL career is to send the Detroit Lions to the NFC title game. What a game. We'll go over the stats here in a minute. Obviously, Evans, Baker, both sad. Let's do that. What a game. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to all of you who tuned in. Before I go off here, I am going to do the stats for this game. So, like I said, the final score in this one, 31-23, 31 Detroit Lions, 23 Bucs. Bucs in this season, with a 10-9 record. The Lions will improve to 14-5 and advance to the NFC title game. We'll start for Baker. He had a good day. 26 for 41, 349 passing yards, 3 passing TDs, 2 interceptions. That first one, not his fault. That second one, though, just not a great pass. Great play by Barnes and the backbreaker. Rashad Wright had a pretty good day. 9 carries, 55 rushing yards, 6.1 yards per carry. Chase Edmonds, 4 catches for 19 rushing yards. And Baker Mayfield ran the ball twice for 15 yards. Mike Evans, heck of a day. 8 catches, 147 receiving yards, 1 receiving TD. Cade Otton, 5 catches, 65 yards of TD. Chris Godwin was kind of silent. A disappointing day for him, but still finished with 4 catches for 40 yards. Rashad Wright, 4 catches, 36 receiving yards, and 1 TD. So that puts him at a total of 91 total yards and a TD on the day. Trey Palmer, 2 catches for 32 yards. Chase Edmonds, 2 catches for 18. So that'll put him at 37 total yards for the day. David Moore, 1 catch, 11 yards. And then David Tompkins was targeted but didn't have a catch. Defensively, Levante David had like 9 tackles, had a sack. KJ Britt struggled a bit in coverage near the end but had a pretty good day. We got Kalijah Cansey had a sack. You also had Devin White, who didn't really do much in this game. Vita Vea was kind of disappointing. And then I think the big thing here, Jamel Dean. Dean getting injured really kind of sucked for the Bucs defense. They were never the same after he came out of the game. And obviously that just led to what happened there. For the Bucs, kicking wise, Chase McLaughlin, however you pronounce his name, he went 1 for 2. He made a 43-yarder, missed a 50-yarder, and he made all his extra point attempts. Punting wise, Jake Camadera had a good game, punted the ball 4 times, averaged about 52 yards a punt. Overall, and then for the Lions, great game for Jared Goff, 30 for 43, 287 yards, 2 TDs, no picks. Jamar Gibbs really stepped it up in the second half. 9 carries, 74 rushing yards, 1 rushing TD. He also added on 4 receptions, 40 receiving yards for a combined 114 total yards from scrimmage and 1 TD. David Montgomery had 10 carries for 33 rushing yards and 3 receptions for 14 yards. So he ended the day with 47 total yards from scrimmage. He averaged 3.3 yards per carry. Gibbs averaged 8.2. Goff had 6 runs for 6 yards. Craig Reynolds only 1 carry, but it was a 1-yard rushing TD. Sam Laporta, good. We'll start off on Amon St. Brown. Led the way receiving for the Lions with 8 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. Laporta had a good day, 9 catches, 65 yards. Already went through Gibbs. Jameson Williams, 2 catches for 25 yards. Backup tight end Brock Wright only had 1 catch, but it was a 29-yarder. Josh Reynolds, 2 catches, 27 yards, a touchdown. It went through David Montgomery, and Jason Kambinda had 1 catch for no yards. For the Lions, Brian Branch had a great game, had about 8-9 tackles and a sack. Fatu Melifonwu, my bad if I mispronounced that name, had like 6 tackles and a sack and a half. He had really had a really, really good day. Aiden Hutchinson, 4 tackles and a sack. My controller about fell. Jalen Reeves-Maybin had half a sack with a couple tackles. And then, of course, you had C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Derek Barnes, who each had an interception to their name. For kicking, Michael Badgley made his one and only field goal attempt from 23 yards and went picture perfect on extra points. Jack Fox, 5 points, 218 punting yards, averaged about 43.6 yards per punt. So, not a super great day, but he was overall pretty solid. And total yards, it was real close. The total yards, the Bucs had 408, Lions 391, passing yards, Bucs 319, Lions 277. And what did I say at the half? The Lions had to get that running game going, and boy, did they. The Bucs had 89 rushing yards. They had like 69 in the first half. Lions, despite only having 37 rushing yards, or 39 rushing yards after one half, ended the game with 114 yards per play. Bucs 6.8, Lions 5.5. First downs, Lions had 26, Bucs had 23. On third downs, both teams kind of struggled. Bucs were 4 for 12, Lions were 6 for 14. Each team was 1 for 1 on fourth downs. On total plays, Lions ran 11 more plays with 71. Bucs ran 60. Sacks were big. Sacks were big in this game. Bucs had 2 sacks. Lions had 4. I'm trying to hear the interview here. That's why I have the mic in. Lions punted 5 times. Bucs punted 4. Wasn't a lot of penalties. Bucs had 5 penalties with 33 penalty yards. Lions had 3 of 17. No fumbles. 2 interceptions thrown in this game. Both interceptions thrown were by Baker. And time of possession, exactly on the dot. 32 minutes of possession for the Lions. 28 for the Bucs. And yeah, overall, the Lions did a great job really getting that running game going, stopping the Bucs at the end there. Bucs overall still had a great season. And like I said, congratulations to the Detroit Lions. For the first time since 1991, they are 1 game away from making their first ever Super Bowl. And for the Bucs, like I said, nobody expected them to be there. Had a great season. They have a very interesting future. I'll probably talk about that in a later video. But overall, thank you guys for tuning into this stream. This was a great stream. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, congrats to the Lions. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day/evening. And yeah, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Congrats to the Lions. Great season, Bucs. And yeah, bye guys.